The far side means suspected death. The best secret, but I can't be kept. Insomnia, if they ever slept. Parlay play, I'm checking every step. Double down, and we on the next. Size 10 for each and every neck. I gotta get what I gotta get. Yeah, they high, but they ain't ever this. On a humble tip when I really miss. He's believing, told them boys toast. Took the juice for the same patty power moves on the boys like my name was Ghost. I play the cut and gotta do the most. Catching flows, they ain't know I had. Said the same, really, this a different bag. Transport man, all this niggas glad. I just run it up, I ain't checking back. She screaming out, show me love. Really shorty, she just run it back. I told her word, never hit it back. Understand the baby, you don't respect this man. Understand this ain't never that. Understand you don't respect the man. Understand this ain't never that. Whoa.
My God.
Yo.
My God. My God.
Like you said, this is Far Side meets Inspector Deck. The hip hop heads know what that means, man. That's crazy.
Damn.
That's insane.
How the fuck you start a podcast on some fire like that, man?
I don't even know what the fuck song that was.
That's the title for that. You gotta drop that. Hey, Malc, stop playing with it.
Hey, Malc, stop playing with these
Drop
niggas,
that
man.
shit. That shit fire.
Yo.
That shit had me. That shit got me a little dance groove. I don't even know how to. You know what I mean? A little Young Thug action. You know, Bobby Smutter. That new Bobby dance. You
Yeah,
feel me?
come on, you keep that shit over there. You get me?
Nah, but you like that shit.
Oh.
You like that shit. I know you like that
Hey,
shit.
listen, man. I was in the mirror trying to practice a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm feeling real good today, man. You had some great music playing before we started recording.
Yeah.
Feeling real good. Some of that vintage ASAP.
Yeah.
You know, some of that, you know, that good music when it was great music.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you can start off with that, man. Like that shit, like, bro, that's like the whole essence of like everything.
Where everything started.
Yeah.
Like think about it, like when y'all when Whack Museum was started, like a lot of that shit was based off of the music I was listening to, and like how like motivating that music was for y'all, and, like inspiring that shit was for y'all.
Yeah. It's, a lot of y'all niggas, the only thing y'all knew about was Louis and Gucci, that was it, right? So when the niggas started mixing Rick Owens and, you know, Raf Simmons and, you know, Jeremy Scott, like many different things, bro, like niggas was not on that.
Nah.
We used to get clowned for wearing those Jeremy Scotts.
I remember that shit. Niggas, yeah, that's a fact.
Like, what type of shit y'all
I remember niggas had bears on the front of their shoes. Like, what the fuck is this kind of shit? Oh, we got some ratchet shit going on today.
Oh, what the fuck?
That
That
motherfucking water leaking.
Nah, what type of trend that nigga on?
Look, man, this shit started at first. Hey, Soldier, you wasn't the first to do this, motherfucker.
Oh, nah. My man got the mug with the plastic.
But before we get into that, man, let's introduce ourselves, man.
Oh, yeah.
It's the Hudson Crew podcast. It's your boy, Rob Belafonte. You feel me? That's my new govy. That's my new govy.
I like that. That's it, man.
Rob Belafonte, man.
Belafonte. Listen, man. You just gotta do it.
That shit go long.
Hey, listen, man. It's Stater, man. No hat today, man. You know how we rocking, man. No hat Stater, man.
I got too much forehead for that. So we gonna keep that where we at. But yeah, that's like I feel like music was so good back then, man. And I felt like it was so pure. Everybody was in their lane. Like I can be honest, like I wasn't like a good music fan back then. Like I never listened to like the Big Sean's. I never listened to those guys. But one person that I did fuck with heavy was like the ASAP wave. Like I remember hearing like Pesos for the first time, and like that was like different. And then seeing the visuals for that shit was crazy. It probably was shot. They probably spent like $50 on that video. They shot in all the spots that they are at every day. You know what I mean? And it was like super dope because they was fly as hell. I remember like the funeral hat. Like didn't know where that shit came from. I think it was Black Scale.
Black Scale too. Yeah.
Black Scale had it on lock for like 3 something. Like I ain't gonna say 3 something.
He was sponsored by them too.
Yeah, for a while. So I mean, like I remember me going on that website looking for it. I'm not an online shopper at all, but I was on Black Scale looking for merch. Never brought one fucking thing, but I was on it every day. You know what I mean? Niggas couldn't afford it back then. It was cheap. Going through living situation back then, but
that Black Scale was affordable, man.
It was affordable, but niggas was buying up too. Cause once his wave hit, like niggas was they was on that wave.
Always sold out.
They jumped on that wave even to like wearing the rings and shit with like the pyramids and shit like that on it and the funeral rings. I remember all that shit. Like that wave was completely different. I think that even changed my outlook on like fashion. Didn't say I wasn't into fashion even before them because I always fucked with Adidas before niggas was onto Adidas, but like it just was like, it even upscaled me, like, oh shit. Never got a chance to buy no Givenchy, Raf Simmons, or Gucci yet, but I mean, it's all good.
Yeah, it was just crazy how like the niggas like blended many different things. Like whereas he was wearing like high-end clothes, but still wearing like Jordans. True. Or wearing high-end clothes and wearing like a pair of Timbs. Like that shit was like you never seen that before.
It was disgusting. It was disgusting to the high brands. And now look at that shit. It's like now fashion will adopt that, and they take like the likes of Virgil, Don C and people like that. And I know we can really get into some shit. Even the likes of like Tremaine, Denim Tears. So like these people are now like innovators and shit like that. But I think now we kind of got away from that now. Like a lot of that we got away from, honestly.
Listen, man. Tremaine, we love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Respect. We respect you. This man been following you for a very long time. You get what I'm saying? Probably since Mark Jacobs, he probably was out there following you then when he was a consultant. Virgil, we love you, brother. Am I missing anybody else? Don C?
Come back home, man.
We love you, brother. You fellas had to come back home, though. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what's
you fellas had to come back home. And I guess we could speak on Virgil. We speak on Don C first.
That's fair. Actually, Don C, the thing is about Don C too is like when I first heard about him, like I just knew like he just is a dirt personality. I think he was like a dope personality. He was always blending, the Michelinets and shit like that. He was missing some things in and out.
All right, so we talk about that, right? I can even get nigga. You wasn't the first to do it. Taz Arnold was doing that shit before you was doing it, nigga.
That's true.
With the Tisa hats.
Yeah. That Tisa shit was stupid.
You know what I'm saying?
That shit was stupid.
454 hats.
Super simple though.
You stole his whole fucking idea from the same camp. Like y'all niggas are nasty. That new shoe you came out with. I'm sorry, I don't mean that. Listen.
Yeah, do your thing. Go on.
That new sneaker you came out with. That's a rip off of what Virgil doing at Louis Vuitton. That shit is nasty. And I understand. He was telling me, it's it ain't about no other company, bro. Like he's doing it about himself. I get that. But you niggas just running off with the money. Y'all ain't putting nothing back into the community, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all niggas? And Tremaine,
before you get into it, let me just say this. Like, I feel like, I think people go in with their best intentions. Mm-hmm. I really do. I really feel like everyone has their best intentions, to go in there and try to either, convey a message to people through creating clothes, because that's what ideally we wanted to do. We wanted to create something in which that when you get this piece, it meant something to you. Like I remember when my mom passed, I wanted to do a collection. I didn't know what it was going to be, but I wanted, when you picked up that item, like it meant something to me, so it means something to you now that you have that item. So I think so before we go into it, I just feel like, I think everybody went into this with that idea and with their best intentions, but I just think now things are getting a little bit shallow, and we're starting to lose the message in between everything, and so the message is kind of getting blurred at this point. It's like what is the actual meaning behind it? So why are you actually putting it out? Is it just for money now, or is the message still the Almighty? And I just wanted to say that before we get into the part of Tremaine, because like I said, at the end of the day, like I said, I'm a big fan of you. I'm just a little confused, and maybe you can help unconfuse us. So,
yeah, like even like my whole point was like with the Marcus Garvey flag. You know what I'm saying? Like what that represent, for black people. Something of our own, right? But then you go ahead and you selling the shit for, quadruple the amount. You know what I'm saying, that people could afford. Like you selling certain denims, the denims with the cotton reef. You selling those for what, $400? You know what I'm saying?
Price points.
So you got people that's not even from the culture, don't even know what the fuck that means, walking around here with cotton reef pants. Yeah, it's kind of, when you look at it, I'm sure like for you like, damn, like you came a long way. Like these people wearing this shit don't even know what it means. It looks dope, it sounds dope, you can educate a person, but at the end of the day, like, you gotta come back home with it, man. You gotta come back home with it. You gotta spread the wealth. You get me? Like, it's crazy. And even with the Marcus Garvey flag, like black motherfuckers can't even afford it. Like it's just weird. Just because your friends could afford something and your friends are wearing it, and niggas in that Hollywood circle is wearing it, that don't mean other niggas are wearing it, bro.
Yeah, I just feel like, for me, like, when I looked at it and, like, when you drop the, the cotton reef, plant jeans, and I'm just like, yo, this shit is fire. That's the first thing. And like I said, for us as your basic consumers, your 9-to-5 job workers, is like, how can people of that stature afford something like that probably means more to them than it means to the person who actually has it. Mm-hmm. Somebody who family is actually connected to that lineage where their parents and everything, pick cotton and things like that.
There's no reason Justin Bieber should have a pair of pants before I do. I'm be honest with you, there's no fucking way. Bro, talking about, bro? There's no way Justin Bieber should be wearing them shits before I Like, come on, stop it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and then I get it, you know, like we don't make clothes based upon, oh, this only these people can wear it. It's an idea, and when you buy it, you know, you're buying the idea also in the in the understanding and the history of that item, you know. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I would prefer to see that on somebody that I know for a fact understand it. You know, who live it on a day-to-day basis. And don't get me wrong, I see Tremaine, he reposts people who actually have it. A lot of people, you know, they're not the biggest people in the world, but I know these dudes are into other shit. But I'm gonna just say, you know, like,
niggas.
You know what I mean? So the shit is dope. It's just, I feel like now the message is getting.
He's a great storyteller. I'm not gonna lie. Everything he does has it has a message to it. It's filled with content.
That's a fact.
And it's substance. You get me? Right. Every single day, I'm not taking that away from you. You know what I'm saying? Like.
And now, don't get me wrong. Don't get us wrong. He has a lot of stuff that is affordable, like the cotton reef T-shirts and stuff like that. He also have the hats, the trucker hats and things like that, the Black Jesus on and everything. But then that's
another thing. When you do the collaboration and you talk about Black Jesus, but you do a collaboration, and pardon me for probably not understanding, but you know, you do another jacket. You know, you got the what is it? It's the 5%er.
Right.
With the arm, leg, head, you know, the 5%, right? 5 points of the body, and you turn around and you put it on each sleeve, but then you put, you know, a white Jesus on it as well, or a white person on it as well. Like, it's confusing. It's confusing, bro. And then for anybody that don't know this, you go back and look at, you know, what 5%ers are. You know what I'm saying? And the message of, you know, what a 5%er is. It's confusing.
And then I get the idea where you say, you know, people believe in other gods and things of that nature.
Imaging,
yeah, right. So people believe in other gods, and I get the idea of it. But it's like, you know, are we conveying one message or multiple messages? And you know through this, you know, it seems like it's multiple messages being pushed through this. It's not just it's not just that.
It's cult-like.
Okay,
It's
right.
Like you're creating, you get what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's cult-like. Like you're creating something new. You get what I'm saying? Like you're creating people, like a following. That has nothing to do with this, what this shit actually means. You get me? Like, it's confusing.
Yeah, like I said, the people who really could afford, you know, those big pieces. And like I said, most of his money probably don't come from those pieces. They probably come from the smaller pieces. But at the same time, you know, like, you know, when are we gonna, you know, the people should have it. You know, like they should have these things. And that's not saying that you can't go buy a $45 trucker hat. But at the same time, like I said, messages get a little blurry when you have more white people wearing these cotton reef pants than it is black people out here wearing them. You know, so the message got to get a little blurry, and it's like, you know, just help us understand what the idea is, you know, even if that means just a quick tweet. You know what I mean? But it's just a little confusing, you know. But
like I said, we love you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, we love you, we follow you, you get what I'm saying? And we just a little bit confused at, you know, some of the moves that you've been making recently. And I want to speak for him, you know, I'm speaking for myself. We just get a little bit confused.
So I think that's what it starts. So I mean, just really confusion, you know, and then didn't speak on the, you know, the brother Virgil and things like that. And what the fuck is this airplane? The fuck, yo, I had to get there, bro. So your boy Steve Harvey gifted his wife Marjorie with like this airplane Louis Vuitton bag. Mm-hmm. These niggas have too much time on their hands, bro.
Yo, but the thing is, that wasn't even like that. Wasn't
he created a fucking airplane out of Louis leather?
That wasn't created. That wasn't crazy for me. The sweater with the little puppet on it. That was like, I'm like, oh my god! Like this nigga just throwing anything on there. Niggas are wearing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo.
Nigga, put a band on there today.
Yo, for real, like just throw anything on that motherfucker. You get me? Like that shit is like.
Put an infant up there. Let's see what happens to it.
That shit is crazy.
Hey man, like to each his own, and people enjoy it. You know what I mean? I love it. And at this point, the price points, I think that bag went for $39,000. I mean,
I don't think that's still not the highest bag in the market.
Of course not. Bergen is right? Bergen got the highest bags, but I'm not a bagologist. I'm not a bagologist at all. You know what I mean? But I'm just putting that out there. But it is what it is. But let's just kind of move into something real quick. And I think it's kind of, you know, it's great because it seems like this camp is really strong. So let's get into some Kanye shit. You know what I mean? We know Kanye's about to drop this new album, Donda, right? I mean, pronunciation, I don't want to get it wrong. But he had his listening session, man. He filled the motherfucking stadium up. How did you feel about it, though?
I felt real. I want to get into Kiamo about to send that work through.
What's it about?
You get what I'm saying? So I'm just responding to that. You know.
Kiamo got that fire. I'm just saying. I mean, from what I heard, from the little snippets and everything like that. You know, with the Travis feature, the Jay feature, which was like something monumental, I think, you know, because people love to hear them two together. And of course, niggas gonna Watch the Throne 2. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think Watch the Throne 2 will ever happen. Personally, no. I think if it do happen, it happen 20 years from now when niggas are all retired and they're done and they just say like fuck, let's just do it for the hell of it. These two niggas are billionaires now, bro. These two men are billionaires, two of the biggest artists on Rock Nation right now. So they're billionaires. I don't think Washington will ever happen, but it sounds good to hear Kanye in a great space. I still hear a lot of the, you know, the church sayings and stuff like that. The like church sayings and things like that. So I know he's still on his God wave and he's probably still doing the Sunday service, but it felt really good to hear Kanye in a good space. You know, And honestly, I like the mystique about him right now. You know, he's really he in his bag right now. I don't know about the $1 million fucking room that he's buying right now, but
before we get into that, I'll tell you, I don't listen to no songs that they preview.
Okay.
Because I wanted to get the full experience. You know what I'm saying? Like with the album, just sitting with it and stuff like that.
Because that shit ain't done. You know, Kanye edited still fixing that shit up.
I think he's like the only artist that can drop music and still work on it as you're listening to it.
Then he do that shit with The Life of Pablo.
Yeah.
He dropped it and it still was editing songs, so every week it was something different on the song. Like changing vocals and everything. He made one song, an actual song. It was crazy.
Yeah. Like that nigga, like I remember one of the designers, since we was on fashion before. I remember one of the designers for APC, Denim at the time, he was saying how he would never work with Kanye West again. He said because when it was time to, you know, turn in those samples, Kanye was still trying to work on it up until the date he was supposed to release. Sheesh. He's still working on shit in the back, so you know he said he would never work with Kanye.
But I mean,
he's a perfectionist.
I must say, as a designer or whatever the case may be, I think most of these people are perfectionists. You know, they want things to be exactly how it is. Just Kanye may see one thing off that he can make a little bit better, and he try to make that adjustment. And sometimes, like shit, you should be that tedious with your shit.
Yeah, but
I think when it's yours and your name is put on it, I'm not about to half-ass this. It's my name is on this.
Yeah,
shit.
but you know the last couple projects you put out, the last couple songs you put out, you half-assed. because it was an ad for. He didn't give a fuck about the music, and I'm not too sure if he gave a fuck about the music now. I know it was an ad for his music. So I mean, it was an ad for, you know, his fashion shit. So it's always an ad for Kanye, right? Like whatever's going on. Whenever he releases some music, it's always a commercial for his fashion shit. So even with this, I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, he's wearing all red, right? Those are new model Yeezys I've never seen before. You know what I'm saying? That jacket is...
I seen them motherfuckers before. I posted motherfuckers a few months ago. I need those, you heard? Hey, I need those, you heard?
But then I seen the jacket. It's a Gap jacket.
It's a Gap, right.
So it's a collaboration with him and Gap. But he's previewing, you know, what's going to happen. You know, I can't talk today. He's previewing what's going to happen, you know, in the future. Like it's all a commercial.
Do you think? I think that just Kanye is so ahead of his fucking time. Like with some things. Like for instance, I remember when he dropped the Yeezus album, and niggas like, oh, this shit is garbage. And then 2 years from then, every movie that came out was playing Black Skinhead. As the intro to their song. Like everybody was playing that, you know, so I feel like he's so ahead of his time sometimes that like he kind of just really, and he know this, that's the thing, like he know this, you know, so he kind of carry himself in that way, whereas like he's really a walking marketing fucking scheme. Yep. He built himself into that, so everything he do has, like you said, has a meaning behind it. And when he's walking in LAX, you see this coat. You know what I mean? Like that was when he was dropping Yeezy 1. I think that was Yeezy 1 or 2. Yes. Yeezy season 1 or 2. You know what I mean?
2 never came out. 2 never came out.
Right. So it was, 2 did come out.
No.
Yeah. Remember season 1 when he did season 1, he had
season 2 was at the Madison Square Garden. Season 2 was Madison Square. Season 3 it was 3. Yeah. It was 3 because 3 that's when he did it at Madison Square Garden, but he had like this jumbotron. Was it 3
showing? It was like it's a jumbotron showing. And it was like you seeing like the people on the fucking screen and everything. They had the denim jackets, they had trench coats, they had all that. I think that's the one. That's the one that you didn't see. I
think it was 2 because 2 had Lil Yachty, had Young Thug.
No, not that one. That one was more of like
we never seen it. We never got clothes from that one. That collab never debuted.
Right.
just some of the sneakers debuted.
You right. So that is who that came out. But the coat thing, that was 3. That's when he got into his bag of actually putting clothes because he had denim on there. He had jackets. He had the what's the name? He had the varsity jacket. The what's the name? The Calabasas shit had started coming out too.
All the Reeboks.
All that was
Reebok
together.
too.
Huh? It was.
No, it was Adidas. Yeah, Adidas looked like Reeboks. Yeah.
So yeah, like because that's when he came out with that coat and he's walking through LAX. Man, you see this coat? And he was wearing everything new. And on top of that, he had like his wife wearing everything. So it's like everybody that was somebody was rocking some of Kanye's. Even to like the when he did like season 2 when he had French Montana in his fucking video rocking all the easy shit. Yeah, listen here, man. They came out with braids and shit. I don't know what the fuck going on with him. But said at least like he's a walking marketing scheme. Sometimes I think he's a genius, but sometimes I think he overdo it sometimes.
Yo, get out Kanye's bedroom. Yo, what they got? Right after he debuted that shit, he slept there the night. You hear what I'm saying? He slept there that same night. Then
who the fuck took that picture?
Then they had a soccer field, right? They had a soccer game the very next day or some shit like that, right? Or it was something that they had the next day, and he was mad. Y'all wonder why he mad? He wants y'all to get the fuck out. He trying to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Motherfuckers in there having basketball games and shit. Come on, get the fuck out of here.
Y'all gotta leave, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was pissed. Same shit on he been wearing for like 3 days straight.
Yeah, man.
See that little gel soap room
that shit was crazy. Yo, my only issue with that is that, like, bro, why do people have to have a say so? And it's crazy because Twitter is its own entity, bro. Yeah. But niggas in there like, yo, it's crazy because men are living something like this and think it's okay.
Facts.
What the fuck wrong with that? My nigga like, man, got a bed. His priorities in check. He got a bed. Most niggas bed on the floor. Let's be completely honest. Most niggas beds on the floor.
Yeah, a lot of y'all niggas beds on the floor. That's
my man TV, he had a TV in it. Mounted. Fuck you talking about? Mounted. Mm-hmm. And it was clean. What the fuck wrong with that, man?
Yeah, but you can't fit 5 kids in there. You gotta think about, you know what I'm saying? You can't fit all the kids in there, my nigga.
Don't trip, you got a whole stadium to fit the motherfuckers in there. Yeah. They're going around the stadium. But
they're putting that hefty $1 million price tag.
That right there.
That's what I had to show.
That's a neck scratcher right there.
That's what I had to
$1 million a night for a fucking room in a stadium. That's insane.
Why you want the stadium so bad?
I have no.
Yo, why everybody want me from Atlanta, bro?
Hot Atlanta.
This nigga Soldier Boy, like he Soldier Boy from Alabama. You know what I'm saying? Kanye from South Dakota. Like, why y'all niggas?
But it's crazy because like the nigga Soldier really like he talked like he's from Atlanta.
Nah, he from South Dakota. Yo, he from South Dakota.
Yo, that nigga is weird. Yo, well, so it's like to get back to that point.
And they honored Kanye's mom at the at one of those events too. So that's a good
fine.
thing. That's a good thing because she was she was a professor there. That's the thing about Kanye too, man. All this when he be saying stuff. When he say stuff, bro, like you really got to sit and think. His mom was a professor, man. Nigga, like.
That's why I say I feel like sometimes we jump to conclusions sometimes and we're not really dissecting it. I just really feel like he's so vague and he's so straightforward that he don't give a fuck about confirming and explaining nothing. I'm gonna throw it right there and that's it. It is what it is. You know, you move on from it. So when somebody says this man is crazy, it's really and blatantly disrespectful and it's dismissive of the fact of what he said. Just do the research a little bit and you'll see what he's saying.
Then he said his dad got arrested for the sit-ins. You know what I'm saying? Like then, you know, like his granddad drove the first cars out of the marches. It's weird. Like his family's like super politically, you know, when it comes to like social issues. So
they definitely tapped in. Mm-hmm. And like I said, like a lot of what he do is like I said, it be untimed. It be sometimes he probably don't think it through. Sometimes the shit just happen in the moment, and once it happened, it is what it is. Like, so he don't care about clearing it up. But let me get this straight, man. For all you females that think niggas out here living bad, stop putting bad perception on men, man. We living good, bruh. Mm-hmm. We living good, bruh. Stop it. We ain't roommating all the time. We ain't doing all that shit. We ain't sleeping on floors and all that. Niggas got a nice, comfortable bed, B. Mm-hmm. Nice, comfortable bed.
Facts.
Very cozy.
Y'all don't want to be what's name. Y'all loose would be dried up and stink.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
your loose would be dried up and it stink.
Fact, should be in the sink somewhere like,
yo.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Shoot us with like feet. Mm-hmm. Come on, you know what the fuck going on. Stop playing with me.
Listen,
you got weave all in the sink. Stop playing. You talking about
they for all women either. You get what I'm saying? We talking about the ones that's no good.
You want to talk about that men think that's okay to live in. Don't get me wrong, there's a few of the men that scumbags that's living in squalor.
A lot of them.
That's living in squalor. Mm-hmm. But a lot of us think that drug.
Yeah, but niggas ain't sitting there but Pusha T said Drake had his mom living in squalor. Niggas ain't minding not one bit. Like, nigga, Pusha T was like, you know, he was a journalist, like documenting, like, yo, listen, this man got a kid, ain't taking care of his kid, you know what I'm saying? This man, he hiding his kid, his mom living in squalor, like, how is this y'all king? Like, how is... Let me stop, man, that's not even, you know what I'm saying?
nigga, mother living BT.
Nigga, mother living a bluff. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come on, bro.
Man, eating good, steak and shrimp.
Yeah, like, come on, bro. That shit is bug, bro.
But it's crazy. Like I said, everybody living in squalor, man. Stop playing, man. Come visit the crib, bitch. Come visit the crib, man. We ain't got time for that, man. But, you know what I mean? In other news. Matter of fact, what else? Should we get into the Shikari shit, man?
No, I guess
the Olympic shit.
I think as we spoke about somebody that got knowledge. Let's speak on somebody that don't have knowledge.
Okay.
Speaking of this, the baby incident.
Ooh. I like that. Let's get into it. I like that. So, I just feel like with this situation, it just comes back to lack of knowledge.
Well, let's explain. You want to explain to the people what you said?
So what's the name of the concert?
I forget what concert it was, but he got up there.
He got on the stage. In front of fans, and he started to perform. He's
performing. He's not performing at his show.
No.
He got a segment of a part of a show. So
he paid for additional time.
Yeah, but as many different fans did.
Right.
You might have some Lil Nas X fans. You might have some Kanye fans. You might have some Lil Durk fans. Everybody might be a fan of you. You get what I'm saying? So that's the perfect opportunity to convert some of those fans into your fans.
Right.
That's what that's all about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So go ahead. I'm sorry.
So yeah, he get on stage and as he's performing everything, of course, you know, when somebody's performing, they always have this downtime or time where they talk to their fans or talk to the vast majority of the people that's in the audience.
Trying to gather up that garbage about to play next.
That's a fact. Because, you know, try to hype it up a little bit. And he started to say some comments in which that was very disgusting, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, very disgusting. You know, this nigga talk about, like, excuse my language, you know, S-ing D in a parking lot. I'm not going to say that out loud. I'm not going to put it.
He said... Hey, come on, yo, listen.
Go ahead, man.
He said, yo, put your phone up, and you know how like niggas be like, put your lighters up, like you're in the club, put your phone up. If you got, who should do that? Damn, what's that guy name that used to do that all the time? Put $100 bill. What do you say? $100 bill.
Put your, you got a $50 bill. Put your hands up. You got a 20. Excuse my, that's not funk, Massive Flex.
That's not flex.
That's not. Is that Ben's Marquis?
No, I don't know.
Fat Man Scoop.
Fat Man Scoop. He passed away, right? Rest in peace.
I'm not sure. I'm not gonna put that out there. Last time I put somebody in the grave that wasn't supposed to be in the grave. I ain't trying to do that this time.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Well, I think that's where it came from. I think he was the first person to start doing that shit. Yeah. So this man, the baby, you know what I'm saying? This man decides to get up on the stage and say, put your phone in the air, you know, put your light on your phone in the air.
If you ain't coming here with AIDS.
With AIDS or HIV or any of them STDs that be killing motherfuckers in 2 to 3 weeks. Put your phone in the air, ladies, if your pussy smell like water. Put your phone in the air if you wasn't sucking dick in a parking lot. And all that other weird shit he said. Bro, he set the industry in a frenzy.
That's a fact. Especially when you went Chris Brown, you said you address some shit.
Yeah.
You did some bullshit.
Yeah. If Chris Brown sounded like you went too far, you went too far.
Earth, Wind and Beat Us is out now.
Yo, for real.
That's the most fire. That's out right now.
We're gonna get into them a little later. Them motherfuckers are sitting in the club together. You know what I'm saying? So somebody.
Earth, Wind and Beat Us been doing their thing. So when you get one half of Earth, Wind and Beat Us, I mean Earth, Wind and Fighters. Earth, Wind and Fighters.
Earth, Wind and Fighters. Yeah. So you know, I think what Chris Brown said, he said, "Yo, go up there, perform, get your money, shut the fuck up, and leave." It's that simple. You get me? So I think Boohoo Men released a statement. So he, for those who don't know, Lil Baby had a collaboration with Boohoo Men. Mm-hmm. They canceled it. He was supposed to perform on Lollapalooza. They canceled it. He was supposed to perform on something with Questlove.
Right.
They canceled it. So
and Questlove also came out and like did a whole statement in regards to like everything that transpired and how he felt about it. Okay.
Yeah. So then somebody from the likes of Madonna spoke on it. So it was crazy. How you feel about that? He also got defended by. All right, so I'll let you finish your statement. I'll tell you guys who he got defended. Like who defended him.
So how I see it is that like in the moment, this guy okay. Let's break out the obvious points. The obvious points is he's an entertainer. He's a performer. Second. Is that sometimes when you're in the mix of your performance, you get a little carried away. You get a little carried away and, you say things that you may not mean because you're just in the height of the moment, whether or not he was drinking, smoking, whatever he was doing in order to prep himself for that actual concert. Now, that don't give him an excuse for him to disrespect people or nor to talk down on anybody. I think what he said was fucking disgusting. Now, where it starts to like get a little fuzzy and everything like that is when you come out and you don't apologize, but you kind of double down on what happened and you keep it smoking. Like, oh well, fuck you, keep it moving, and it's cool and everything, but I think that's what made people a little bit more, like ruffled a little more feathers because you didn't take the time out to just say, look, I appreciate, I apologize, I didn't mean it that, in that way, I didn't mean any disrespect to anybody specifically, and that I was a little ignorant, but at the same time, I'm a performer and this is what we do. This is what we do. And I would have felt a little bit more comfortable with that, but he didn't give me that. He gave me more. So, okay, well, fuck it. Oh, well, I was talking to my fans and that was it. It's not for you motherfuckers. It's for them. And a lot of them was offended. That's why he had a motherfucking beat up Adidas come almost hit him in the head. You know what I mean? So, that's my point. Yeah, that's my whole point towards it. And like I said, it's just really crazy, but, I mean, what you got for me?
I mean, the thing is, like, the people that defended him, you get me? Like, you had T.I. that stood up and defended him.
First of all, where the fuck T.I. have been?
He's hiding away from the allegations.
What the fuck going on? My man been ducking and dodging us for about 3 months now.
He got some allegations that he's trying to stay away from.
Today is the day you motherfuckers gonna kick in. Say nah, okay.
But he got some allegations he's trying to run away from.
He said he's according to him, the motherfuckers lying. But go ahead.
So he's trying to stay away.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But he had niggas like Tory Lanez speak up for him, who abuses women. Allegedly. He wasn't convicted, allegedly.
Not beat. Shoot.
Yeah, shoot.
Fuck, that's worse.
He abuses women, you get what I'm saying? That stood up for him.
Second half for Earth, Wind & Fighters.
Yeah, which is crazy. And he had Boozy, for some reason, that stood up for him.
Boozy bad.
Yeah, which is weird. So this is my issue with Boozy. Right? This is why you can't get your Instagram back. This is one of the reasons why, bro. You get what I'm saying? You want to get up there, you want to talk, and you want to say, every time somebody talk about, gay people or the LGBTQ community, this nigga always bring up Lil Nas X name, bro. He's not the only nigga that's gay out here. Why you always bringing up this nigga? He's not the only person in that community. Why you always bringing up him?
True, but he is one that I would say is closest to him, and what I mean by that is that like he's flamboyant, he's out there, you know what I mean? He moves, so that's probably the first name that's clicked to his head. I don't think it's like the only gay person he know, but it's probably the first one to click to his head. Especially when we got like Lil Nas putting videos out there like that, like the one with the prison shower and shit like that.
Yeah, but he even said some shit way before. I mean, for some reason, like this man has an issue with people making their own decisions, right? Mm-hmm. He did the same thing with Dwayne Wade's daughter or son. No disrespect. Daughter. Yeah. I appreciate that, brother. Same thing with Dwayne Wade's daughter, and he questioned Dwayne Wade's parenting. He questioned this man's parental skills. So then he's second time I believe he's going at Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X say, "Yo, I think you like me, nigga. I think you like me. My dick stay in your mouth, nigga. I think you like me."
Okay.
Why are you always mentioning my name?
Hey man, look, I can't speak for that man. Like I can't speak for it.
You know what's so funny? When Bad Bunny was popping, I mean he still is popping. None of you niggas wouldn't say not one word.
About what?
He said he's gender fluid.
Cause niggas can't read and niggas don't read. They don't know what the fuck that mean.
But he said he's fluid. He don't know if he will like men in the future. He don't know. He don't have a sexuality. He's fluid. None of you niggas said not one fucking word. Cause he's a big artist.
I mean, would you agree that Nas is big too?
Yeah.
Nas
but Nas is a troll. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he gay or not. I don't know what the fuck. Nas is a troll. You know what I'm saying? Like it's niggas that troll and shit like that. Like he's a straight troll. You get me? But y'all ain't say nothing to him because of the power that he got.
True. I mean, I said I can't speak on what somebody's sexuality is or why they personally target him specifically. I can just say for me, if I was to mention somebody specifically, it's because that person is in my line of view.
But he has nothing to do with that situation.
I get you.
Why you use me as a point of reference and I have nothing to do with that situation?
That's true. I get it, man.
Like, it don't make sense. Like, why is my shit the first thing? Like, come on, bro. Like, stop it. These niggas are weird. All these niggas are weird.
I agree, man. But you said Madonna said something about something. What the fuck did Madonna got to say, man? I'm a little confused about that because I haven't heard her name pop up in years.
Oh, yeah.
Last time I heard her, she was fucking Tupac or some shit like that.
So,
that's the last time I heard about Madonna, I'm just saying.
Yeah, she protecting black penis.
What's
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So let me read it. So it says, a message to the baby. If you're going to make hateful remarks to the LGBTQ plus community about HIV/AIDS, then know your facts. After decades of hard-won scientific research, there are life-saving medicines available to children born with HIV. To people who to people who have contact HIV through blood transfusions, dirty needles, or exchange of bodily fluids, these new ARVs can keep a person with AIDS alive for the rest of their life.
That's probably like medicines, maybe.
What, ARVs? Yeah. Somebody help us with that. We have no idea what ARVs mean. She said AIDS is not transmitted by standing next to someone in the crowd. She said I want to put my cell phone lighter up and pray for your ignorance. No one dies of AIDS in 2 or 3 weeks anymore. Thank God. And after your sexist remarks about ladies who pussies need to smell like water, only encourages more discrimination against women who fight daily against the oppression of living under the constraints of male gaze. People like you are the reason we are still living in a world divided by fear. All human beings should be treated with dignity and respect regardless of race, gender, sexual preference, or religious beliefs. Amen. At the baby. How do you feel, though?
Let me unpack this real quick.
Okay.
Let me unpack this. Thank you, Madonna, first and foremost, for coming out and giving us the research about, people being able to live longer lives. I think Magic Johnson is probably one of the first people for us to see who contracted it and is still living to this day. Mm-hmm. I think he's one of the first people to ever find it fucking, not the cure, but something that keeps him alive. Mm-hmm. So I say thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate, you educating not just him, but me also on that fact. But I want to get to this point. I want to get into this point a little bit because she said that she's for, what did she say one time? The point about she's for all people or something like that.
Yeah, she says treat all people with respect regardless of race, gender, sexual preference, or religious beliefs.
Hey, Madonna, where the fuck was you at when they was murdering black, and they still murdering black kids and men on a day-to-day basis? Well, where the fuck was you at when Sergeant Bland was murdered? Where the fuck was you at when, Freddie Gray was murdered? Where the fuck you was at when George Floyd was murdered? Where the fuck was you at when all these people was murdered? You talking about your 4 people, but when are you there for people? I'm confused. Because
she purchased some black babies.
That's cool. Fuck. Hold the fuck up.
Listen,
I get you. I get where you're going with it. It's not a joke. She purchased a black baby before.
She purchased a couple black babies before. You get
Let me
what I'm
explain
saying?
this.
She's raising some black kids
I get you.
on her own.
But my issue is that, you're for this, but when are you for this? You're only for a cause when a cause is beneficial for you, right? So I just feel like that's bullshit. You bullshit me. Don't bullshit me, baby. Don't bullshit me, because you're not for all people. Because you're not standing in front of all these issues. You're not. When niggas was at the Capitol building, you ain't mention nothing. When they was out here killing people during we had friendly protests and it was hurting people. They were shooting people pellets, busting people's hands over. Where the fuck was you at? Why wasn't you talking about people? I'm asking her. That's a question. Where were you at?
You don't know.
I'm asking, where were you at? Come out and tell me. Show me proof. What were you doing to improve that? Where was you at making and bringing awareness to this? Where were you at? Because you wasn't talking to the President Trump about it. I didn't see you at the office. You didn't say nothing to him. You wasn't at those rallies. You wasn't there. You know what I mean? You wasn't doing none of that. I'm confused because you're saying you're for all people, but you're not. Like, these motherfuckers only fuck with us when it's convenient. Like, I get it. And like I said, into the LGBTQ community, like, you know, like, I'm with you. But at the same time, like, I'm a little disgusted because it's like, where the fuck is half these people at when black lives and just people in general are being harmed and hurt? These people like Madonna ain't speaking up or nothing. They're in their house, they multi-million-dollar house, not speaking on shit, like, at all. Fuck is you like?
All right, so let me save you right quick, brother. Let me save you. We talking about a man that's been troubled since he came into the industry. He smoked somebody in a Walmart parking lot. You know what I'm saying? He robbed a few people that we seen on camera. He smacked the female inside the club. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's behavior, bro. It's behavior. It's the behavior of somebody. Every time I hear the baby, it's not for nothing good. It's always negative behavior. Every time I hear from the baby in the news, always negative behavior. Of course, a nigga like him, he's an arrogant piece of shit. Arrogant piece of shit. Even with the Meg Thee Stallion incident, she's like, yo, you're like a brother to me. Like, I thought, like, how the fuck could you do some music, or how the fuck could you approve of music with a person that, you know, allegedly shot me? Mm-hmm. If you to get up there and say, oh, you ain't got nothing to do with that, you don't give a fuck about, you know, these situations, blah, blah, and for you to troll this woman online, it's ridiculous.
Look, I agree. It's
ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? He has a bad history of negativity. Then you want to get up, of course he's going to get up there. Like I said, he's an arrogant piece of shit. Of course you're going to get up there and say, hey, you know, people want to shoot down the black man. Since when have you been socially conscious? That little socially conscious song he got, you know, cops and shit, like the whole George Floyd thing. You talking about something? What do you say, Brandon Lamborghini fucking cop? Like, what? What are you talking about, nigga? Yeah, I smoke a nigga and I do it again if they ever touch my baby. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, you niggas just capitalize off of shit. They fuck with people's emotions. Then you want to bring in, this assassination of black men. Like, they trying to take down black. Nigga, it's been like that. We don't need you to say it. You ain't the right person to say it anyway. You want Tory Lanez. You ain't the right niggas to say it.
Listen, man.
Come on, bro. Like,
I can't. I'm just speaking on the fact of that. Like, and I get it. Like I said, he may not be the best person in the world. You know what I mean? I'm not speaking for him. I can give a fuck about him. You know what I mean? Quite frankly. But at the same time, like, I just want people to keep that same energy. If you saying that you're for all people, be for all people and don't just be for some people.
How you know she ain't doing it?
You know, I'm not saying she's not. That's what I'm saying. Where were you? That's what I'm asking the question. I'm not saying, okay, I'm not telling nobody, oh, she hasn't done shit. I'm saying, where the fuck was you at? Bring them facts and bring it out. Let's go. Let's have the conversation. Let's show that. Show that.
That's for us to.
Let's show that. Nah, I'm telling you to show me at this point. Like, I don't care about you doing it behind closed doors now. Show. Let's show. What are you doing to improve that? Like, are you getting black men that was, you know, incarcerated falsely out of jail with Kim? No, Kim ain't mention you. Bring it to the show. If you got receipts, let's talk about it. Let's have a conversation about it. If you're for all people being treated as equals, and let's be honest, the people from the front page of that is blacks. You said you're for all people. I didn't say that. Where the fuck were you at? You know what I mean? I know you was fucking Pac and everything. I get it. That's black pain. I'm talking about the black man, the black body, the mental, saving people. I'm talking about improving our conditions as far as education reform. Where you at? Like, what's up? Like, you got notoriety to do so.
We don't know.
You got the money to do so.
You can't put that.
I'm saying once again, if you're doing it, you can bring that to the light. I'm not saying she's not doing it.
What is the baby doing for healthcare reform or prison reform or education reform?
I don't give a fuck. I'm asking a lady who's telling me that she's for all. She's for everybody being treated equal. I want to have a conversation around. Okay,
I get you.
Do
but
I think?
You got a man.
Let me break this down. Let me break this down.
I get you.
Let me break.
You talking about her. You got a man that's bringing up social issues, telling you that black man is in black man. It's assassination of black men. Don't let it happen. So you got a man that want to speak about political issues, but what is he doing?
Okay, let's pause. Let's break that down. Let's unpack that shit, right? So what he did was he spoke on the issue, right? Did he say he was for that issue and he's fighting that issue?
Yes.
When? How did he say that?
I gotta go ahead and put my. We'll probably put it up on the screen.
Let me hit a wording because my issue is that somebody came to me and they tell me that they are for all people. They are for all that. That's what they are for. They are for all equal rights and all this and all that. And I want to see, okay, if you're for all that, you show me proof. This man, the baby, he has an issue. He has a track record of doing fuck shit. That's very true. I don't think he's doing anything for the community. Can that be fact checking? Yes, he can put shit up that he do for the community. That's perfectly fine. But I'm asking somebody that's telling me that they're for all people. She just told me that she for all people. Okay, well, where are you at when we need that assistance?
She said treat everybody equal, no matter what the race is. This and that.
Right. So, but everybody isn't treated equal, and that's shown on a day-to-day basis. So, what are you doing to improve that, to help with that? Because you said that you are for that, and if you are for it, you're supposed to stand by that. You're supposed to assist with that, but you're not. I haven't seen it. So if you have, once again, now it's time to show and prove. That's my issue.
So you got a nigga, he said, for any brands, network, or artist that like to profit off of black rappers' influence in the culture without understanding it or having patience to deal with what comes with the position we play in our culture, keep your money next time. Us niggas human too. So apologize. Apologize.
I agree. 100%. I agree 100%. I will not disagree with you with that. I agree. I think he should have fucking apologized. I think that's the first thing he should have done. You know what I mean? But at the same time, he did it. You know? Now, his statement that he made is a factual-based statement. It is. How many people are in here as culture vultures? How many people make millions of dollars off us on a day-to-day basis? You have all these networks that make millions of dollars, BT and everything, although BT is owned by blacks. Let me just get that correct. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, these people make millions of dollars off of us. These contracts, these agents, they make millions of dollars off us. You know what I mean? Making millions off us.
All right, so this dude says, he said, I tell fans to put a cell phone light in the air, y'all start a 1 million man march with the blackface. Y'all start a 1 million man march with the blackface, right? He said, I told you y'all digested it wrong. How the fuck you tell somebody they digested it wrong?
Nah, nigga, you said that wrong. You fucked that up.
Yeah, how you tell somebody they digested it wrong?
You butchered that. You butchered that shit.
That's your fault.
That's just a fact.
That's your fault. This man have not taken the blame for any single thing and any issues. We watched you rob a man, strip a man on the streets. We had video footage of you slamming somebody's fucking head against the wall in the hotel. This man would not take blame for anything. It's always somebody's attacking him. I've seen fans, you know how fans do. People, come hug their fans. Bro, he smacking niggas' hands now.
No cap.
Don't touch me.
That's not the only person that did that. Jamie Foxx came on. He had a before you go. Like he had a little sit down with Denzel Washington, and Denzel Washington also stated like when fans come up and like run up on him, he'll like put his elbow in niggas' necks, like yo, bro, chill out, bro. Like, you know what I mean? And Jamie Foxx was one of those people that got that elbow to his fucking neck. And he was like, I'm just trying to tell you, I'm a big fan. And he just was like, hey, brother, relax yourself. But I'm just saying, it's not the only person that ever done that. But
listen,
carry on.
Then he said, I told y'all digested it wrong. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm impressed. He said, now show the same amount of support when racist cops kill one of our black guys. You're not with a smile, with a laughing face. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Now you want to bring, like stop it.
At this time, I just feel like you're just pushing the blame. You're just taking the cup and just move it over here.
Yeah.
Now, at this time, let's just handle this real quick. Let's handle this real quick, and then now we can address these issues. But we haven't addressed this issue where you fucked up, you came out, you said something that you should have said. So that's bullshit. So, like I said, for me personally, I don't accept that shit. I don't think it's okay. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, when you have people come out here and you want to speak out, people want to talk, I want to have a conversation about them motherfuckers too. We're talking about their fault.
How do you feel if you at a festival, right? Just ask the question. If you at a festival, right? And they say, if you white and great, put your hands up. If you from a middle class family, put your hands up. If you ain't from the hood, put your hands up. And they grooving. How would you feel about that?
Yeah, disrespected.
You would feel disrespected, like, yo, like, what? Come on, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, once again, this is not your crowd, bro.
No cap. That dirty ass Adidas be mine. Mm-hmm. What the fuck you talking about?
That's a fact. But this, you gotta remember, this is not your crowd. There's mad people here that came to see mad different people. You get what I'm saying? They came to see a bunch of artists.
Was that Rolling Loud?
I think it was Rolling Loud.
I think it was Rolling Loud.
I think it was Rolling Loud, yeah. I think it was Rolling Loud. But it's mad different people. They're not here just to see you. You get what I'm saying? So
it's a fact.
For you to say you would feel disrespected.
Hell yeah. Like I said, like for me, I don't think that I'm like disagreeing with them. Mm-hmm. I think that it's fair that like niggas had that conversation. He did some fuck shit. And that's just that. You know what I mean? I just want to have a conversation with motherfuckers who coming out here and they saying that they're for everybody and they're not for everybody. They're only speaking on one issue. You know, they're speaking on LGBTQ, and that's fine. They can. That's their prerogative. That's their choice. They can do what they please. But don't throw in shit that's not 100% true, because you haven't shown a track record of doing that exactly, and that's been for all those things. That's my issue. That's my issue.
She adopted black kids. She dated black men.
What the fuck that guy? Just because somebody fucking a black man don't mean that they for black men. Let's just cut that shit the fuck out. Just because you got a white friend, that doesn't mean that he's for black lives. Stop the bullshit. That's completely two different things. You just a nice individual. How many times have you ever heard a person say, "Oh yeah, I have a black friend, but he isn't like that." He isn't like that. He's not that type of black person. Like, as if all black people are completely different.
She's fucking black men.
That chick makes nothing. That means she giving up the box for it.
Sucking black men.
Hey man, that's it.
Worshiping the royal penis.
Look, man. My issue is that like you for black lives. I need to see that. You for all people, be for all people. That's my only issue. Secondly, that she was talking about like about men and bitch. Look, man. My issue is like, all right, you had an issue with him saying people vagina smell like water. What's wrong with that? Great smelling, great pH balance.
But there's a lot of women that that don't have great pH balance. You know what I'm saying? They would feel offended.
I agree with that. It's men out here.
It's a reason why.
It's men out here who don't have a sense of direction when it comes to designing, but we get shamed for the way our house look, right? Right? We get shamed on how our nails look, right? On a day-to-day basis, that's cool. Shit, yes, filthy nails. Women hate that shit, right? So that's pH, you know what I mean? Men, I'm pretty sure men balls be smelling bad after the gym. And women tell us about that. You know what I mean? At the same time, like that's us making sure we're not P's and Q's. Because when shit get called out and Kanye's living in the fucking locker room, people got an issue with that. But when he say, I'm asking people, about their hygiene. What's wrong with that? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, there's ways of fixing that. There's antibiotics to fix that, to work on that. You know what I mean? There's something as a gynecologist that can work on that. We know what's wrong with us. I know when my feet smell bad. It's like I'm putting them shoes outside. They don't come in the house. You know, at the same time. Like how many times my feet, hey, bro. How many times we was in the house, we made jokes about that.
Hey, listen, man.
Step your game up. Step your cookies up. I ain't about to accept. I ain't putting her pants out smelling like socks.
I get you. I get offended every time that Captain Hook song come on with Megan.
You feel me?
I get offended every time.
That's man shame.
I get offended every time she say I need an 11-inch cock, I need a 12-inch.
Bitch, I don't got that.
I ain't got that.
What you talking about?
I get offended.
You feel me?
That's all you want. You know what I'm saying? I get offended when I hear that. Nigga, you damn right, nigga.
I don't have a say so in this bitch.
Yeah.
I don't have no.
Oh.
You know what I mean? But that's their preference. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, his preference is preferably somebody that smell like water. Smell like nothing.
But water don't even have a smell. That's the weird part about it.
That's a little scary.
He might say taste like water. Taste like water is a little bit different, but you talking about something smell like water.
Nigga starts to...
Water don't smell like nothing, bro. I don't know if that.
I
don't know if it was a double entendre or what's name, but his bars ain't correct me to think it's a double entendre. He ain't got bars like that.
He ain't laced up like that.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't even,
But like I said, I don't think it's one of those things where he's really trying to, you know what I mean? He's just having a conversation. Let's be honest. How many times we say this shit in the music? You know what I mean? Like I said, we shamed on a day-to-day basis. If a nigga ain't come here packed, bitch don't want it. At all, bitch. Like, bitch, if I ain't 13 above, bitch don't want it. Like, bitch, like you feel me? So it's like we're being shamed on that, and the men gotta carry that. Cause at the same time, chicks had that same conversation on the day-to-day basis. That nigga dick was big.
Bitch got a 6-pack of being chiseled up.
Yeah, like, bitch, what? If you ain't 6 feet tall, I don't want that. But it's crazy, cause I feel like it's double standards when it comes to this shit. It's double standard. If a man come out and say, I don't like chicks with big feet, you can't do that. She conscious about her feet. But bitch, what about my weight? You want a fat nigga though? Like, what about my weight? Like, what about that, bitch? I got an eating disorder. Bitch, when I get stressed, I eat. Bitch, like, I love food, so I'm eating. What's the issue with that? You don't want a fat nigga, right? You don't want no scrub nigga who live at home with his mom. At the end of the day, bitch, I'm saving my money, bitch. I want to buy a house. I don't want to buy a house.
We gotta reevaluate some of these.
We gotta reevaluate all the stereotypes.
Some of these lines too. She said, I don't want no scrub.
Scrub is gotta get no love from me.
Hanging out the passenger side of his best friend.
Bitch, I was riding this man car on the passenger seat for about 4 years, bitch.
But not even that though. You got niggas in the passenger side of a Wraith. That's his. I just said, what the fuck are you talking about? That's mine. I just said, I ain't taking no chances.
I can't ride dirty in these streets right now. I can't do it. I can't do it. It's my shit. You feel me?
Wraith.
It's mine.
You know what I'm saying?
Bitch, it's stars up here. It's stars on this film.
I'm in the back of the Conan. That's my shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro.
I'm financing this lifestyle.
Exactly.
You feel me? So it's like, it's double standards, because when a man say or do something, it's like, you can't. That's a woman. You can't. But a woman can shame a man on. When have you ever seen a woman pick up a man at a bus stop? I'll wait.
Hey, listen, man. I ain't about to get into that conversation.
I'll wait. Hey, brother. I done been at the bus stop. How you doing, sweetheart? Nigga fade out the camera. You know what I mean? What have you seen that? You know what I mean? How you doing, sweetheart? That nigga broke. You know what I mean? He walking. What you drop? I heard a chick say, I can't get a dude if he don't got a car. And a bitch get on the bus. Hey, what are we doing here? What is that? The bitch, did you get on the 34? Did you get on the 13T? But you want to 13T?
You can't hold somebody to a higher standard than you yourself. That's a simple.
You feel me? Don't get it fucked up. My pH, you know what I mean? If men have pH, bitch. If you want to say that, or just hygiene, whatever you want to say. Bitch, my shit's straight. Somebody says for my woman, she's straight too.
You gotta, did the chick ever swallow you before? Like,
huh? Listen here, bro. Me and my slick on that on this.
They swallow your cum and spit it out. You know what I'm saying? You say you need to eat more fruit.
Pineapples, brother.
Yeah,
you feel me?
More fruit in your diet, yeah.
Listen here, man. I'm just saying. I should feel shamed by that. You feel me? But at the end of the day, like it's double standard. I get it. And I get it. People shouldn't, subject people to that type of behavior or that mental pressure. End of the day, as a man, we under that pressure all day long because niggas like Trey Songz. Niggas like Tiger. Niggas, expectations supposed to be, bitch, if I ain't 13 or more, like, I can't fuck with you. Bitch, bitch, he gotta be packing. Bitch, what? That room, bitch, I'm gonna walk out this store. I'm out of here. Hey, bitch, I can't do nothing for you.
Nice.
Bitch, I can't do nothing for you.
Listen to the last verse of WAP, nigga. It ain't for me.
Why? It's like, don't get me, don't I'm touching the back of the throat. Don't get me fucked up. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like, you can't do that. You know what I mean? I get it, but let's keep that same energy. And I think it's not because of the women, it's because as men, we don't highlight those facts. We don't have that conversation, and that comes to us, and that's it. That's inconsistencies within us. You know what I mean? But at the same time, because we got, how many niggas gonna come out here and say, bitch, I'm not 13? How many niggas gonna come out here and say that? It's on the Hustle School podcast. You gonna get that? You know what I mean? At the same time, like, let's be realistic. A nigga ain't gonna say that, right? If you're in a room with a whole bunch of females, I like nigga with a big, well, sweetheart, I ain't big, but I'll knock you down. I'm gonna bottom it out. Like, what? He ain't gonna say that. You feel me?
I heard a nigga say, yeah, I was gutting it out. It's like you was stabbing somebody, nigga. Like you caught a body.
You feel me? So that's how I feel. So it starts with us. I mean, it stems from us, but at the same time, man, come on, man. But as a man, we do this on a day-to-day basis, bro.
Yeah, but not
I can't go to the pool because I don't got a six-pack.
That's a fact. I can't even take my shirt off at the beach.
I see titties. Cops rolling up everything. What's up,
I
baby?
got tickets before taking my shirt off on the beach. You know what I'm saying? And take that mess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I said, nah.
We know a female when we see it.
Yeah.
Them shit's too long.
You know, you used to bench press, but then stop. You ever seen a nigga from jail that came home after bench press and then he just stopped it?
Shit, yeah.
Yeah, that's the same effect, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, this shit is out of control.
Bench press 450, man. Come on.
Yo. Oh, man. Come on, man. I'm just saying. It's a double standard when it comes to men and women.
It's comments are straight out of line.
100%. That's not my for anything.
The thing is, you're not gonna. The way we in a certain day and age, right? With a time and a place. You ain't about to change what's going on.
It's a fact.
It don't matter about how things used to be in the 90s, how things used to be in the early 2000s. You know what I'm saying? It's different now. Mm-hmm. You got to play ball.
Yeah.
It's that simple. You don't want your shit getting canceled? Play ball.
Yo, shout out to like Tusi. Nigga came out and said, man, y'all would have 100% killed Bernie Mac in this day and age. Yeah, that nigga Bernie ain't have no motherfucking chill.
I disagree though with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even like that shit coming from a nigga like him.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like he just tried to attack a white officer in an airport because the dude took a picture of him. The black dude stepped in like, yeah, listen, you can have my name, but you gotta go. All right, cool. Put the camera down and everything and walked out. Like y'all niggas not even tough. Y'all fake tough.
You know this already, man.
Like, come on, bro. So I don't know like that even coming from him.
52 fake out these niggas, man. These dudes are just really just like I said, man. People just, I don't know, man. I don't know what they be going for, whatever the case may be, man. I don't know if it's if it's just like.
But man, look at Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle has not been canceled. He has not changed his stand-up routine. It's the same way. But you've been getting this consistently from Dave Chappelle. You can't teeter the line, bro. And plus, Dave Chappelle he can articulate himself very well. He's intelligent. You know what I'm saying? But you can't have lyrics like some of the lyrics that the baby has, where you consistently talk about sexism. You know what I'm saying? You consistently talk about, I fly my bitch out from Cali just to fuck. Like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't have lyrics like that and then say shit like that.
I agree. Like I said, I'm not for what he said. What he said was completely wrong. That was some bullshit. He shouldn't have done that, man. Like, at the end of the day, he should have came out and should have apologized beforehand. That's just bullshit, man. That's just bullshit. But to go on to the next, man, like, Olympics, man. Olympics happen, man.
Yeah.
And I hear Jamaica swept.
Yeah, them girls be running.
Blood fire!
Girls be running, boy.
That said hot. Mm-hmm. That sand's hot.
That's crazy.
I expect them boys to be fast over there.
Yeah.
But it's crazy because, like I said, we just keep losing. They're not putting the fastest people out there on there. But my whole thing was, like, the backlash that Sha'Carri got from that. She's not even there, my nigga. And everybody's like, oh, man, she would have got 4th place. She would have did this. She would have did that. But it's crazy because I was looking at it, right? And I don't know what page it was on, but a lot of the names were very foreign. Like, it was very either West Indian, Caribbean, or something like that, right? You had, like, Kiamo. You know what I mean? Like, people like that, when they had Jamaican flags up there. And it's like, yeah, bro, I can't even believe half this shit. Because this girl was fast. We don't know what would have happened. She stepped on that motherfucking track and field. Yeah, because soon as you get to soon as you close to finishing, like you can see like sometimes they look behind. If ain't nobody even close to you, bro, you just gonna start jogging. You get me? So you kind of race according to who you who your competition is. If I'm smoking somebody, I'm not about to keep. If I'm already smoking them and I'm right here by the finish line, I'm not about to keep digging down. Yeah. Nah, I already got this in the bag. I'm trucking right now. You get me? So it's the same thing with that. I just think it's bullshit because it's like, yo, we don't know what the fuck would happen in that race. Why you niggas are bringing her up? She had nothing to do with it. One nigga said like, oh yeah, I get it. So you smoke before you get smoked? Like, what kind of shit? Like, you niggas are funny. Yeah. You niggas are funny. You are very funny with that shit. That was great. That was great. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of corny. It's like you can't get somebody when they down. Get your ass on the field and race them. You smoke your ass. Get the fuck out of here. I just think it's just doing too much, man, with that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I watched a few games in the Olympics, watched a few different things in the Olympics. I really haven't been in tune with it.
once again, like I was telling you before, it's not the Olympics that make people want to watch. It's the actual athletes that make people
Oh yeah, 100%. I agree.
Certain people that follow, you get what I'm saying? Certain people that follow certain things. You get me? Like, it ain't, you know, these months. So, last article I read, they said he was reconsidering the marijuana. What's the name?
They have to.
Yeah.
At this point, they have to. This is a big deal.
But that's what
it's a big deal.
It's you know, you change your what's the name? You got to change the rules.
You have to. Eventually, you have to. I feel like some of these rules are put in place so many years ago that they never reassess anything. And it ain't until a major situation like this where Shikari happens, and then now it's like not just the public, but now companies are pushing back on it. Maybe Nike contacting like, hey, yo, what's up? I mean, you know what I mean? What's up? Like this ain't just a one. Like, bro, it's just weed. Like she's not doing coke. She's not no drug enhancement. If anything, weed gonna limit your breathing, let your lungs go. Like you smoke too much. You know what I mean? So it's like she's still running. So it's like, all right, cool. Let's figure this out. So I mean, of course, we expect the rules to start to change. And if it didn't, there was. Let's be honest. The time we're in now, and you have most of the states that's in the United States of America that are, you know, legalizing recreational drug. But until it is off the schedule on narcotic list, I know it will still be one of those things that they'll always try to nitpick at. Throw that shit out. Take that motherfucking line and it's gone. It's over with. Get rid of the shit.
Which is crazy because, you know how like the nightlife is in Tokyo. So I guarantee every last one of them athletes going out drinking. After whatever it is, whatever the case may be, they go out drinking, you get what I'm saying? And it's perfectly fine for people.
And it's crazy because there's more deaths based upon drinking than it is anything else.
Tokyo,
but I have this thing. I have this theory, right? So when was alcohol legalized during the Great Depression, right?
Absolutely.
So I feel that we are moving into not a Great Depression phase, but we're going to go into a recession phase or a time where I feel like the market's going to take a big hit, right? So right now you're on the cusp of legalizing marijuana. Yeah. Why not do it right then and there? They wait until the economy that is worse, legalize marijuana, and boost the fucking economy up. Because guess what? You got all these places in California who has dispensaries that they can't put their money into banks. So they got this money sitting in warehouses.
So now we got coin shortages, money shortages.
Right. So now it's like, oh, it's money nowhere. But they print money to do stimulus checks. That's past the point. Yeah. So what happens is now Great Depression happens, right? Now all of a sudden you got all this money coming from nowhere. Billions of dollars. Yes, because now you legalize marijuana. So now all that money that these people had in factories now going to banks. So now that's financing what? Our new lifestyle. So I just feel like right now, within the next 3 years, yes, sir, we back in action. That's how it's gonna work. I think they always structure and he's always planning this shit out the way they're supposed to. So marijuana be at least legalized in the next 3 years for sure. So that's how I feel about that. Yeah. That was like a little snippet of something that I got going on. You feel me?
Yeah, no, a lot of people say that, like, you know, cigarettes and alcohol, you know, took us out of the Great Depression and saved the economy. It's like you said, it's the same thing with this shit. Ain't no different, man.
It's all a game. It's all a game. It's all a game. That's how I see it, man. Man, shout out to my man Sex though, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Sex, man.
Yeah, shout out to
Let's get to Sex, aka Young Thug, if you guys don't know already. You know what I mean? He came out with Rolling Stone cover, got the pink diamonds, pink, his face bedazzled up, pink hair. Yep. How you feel about that, man?
I don't feel no type of way about it. I mean, this is safe coming from Thug. Like, I've seen Thug, you know, wear a wedding dress, you know, this mixtape cover. Like, you know, like I've seen him dress like a Shanghai knight, you know what I'm saying? Or a Shanghai woman. Like, this is safe. This is safe for Thug. I mean, I have a problem with it. This is right up his alley.
He came out and did that. He did a song with Travis Barker.
Oh, he was performing on Tiny Dutch, yeah.
And he did did it over like a rock beat and everything like that. Sounds like Wayne to me, but I'm gonna just skip past that. Wayne was first to do that, but I'm gonna skip past that again. I don't feel way about it either. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, nah.
At this point, like you said, we know what to expect from him.
Yeah.
We know what not to expect and what to expect and what's expected of him. Yeah. He gonna show up and show out. No matter what the fuck the situation is, he gonna show up and show out.
Yeah. I think the bigger conversation is about his health. I think he was performing that on Rolling Loud too, and I think he got up on stage and he mentioned how, you know, he had liver and kidney failure. You know what I'm saying? And you know, he said he had died before or he was killed before. You know what I'm saying? And he told the kids to stop using drugs. Like, drugs is not good. Stop using drugs. I mean, this is something we already know before.
I'm about to say, because let's take a
Fredo Santana.
I'm about to say let's take a history lesson real quick. You know, Fredo. You know, R.I.P. to Fredo, you know, a name that, you know, of course, us in the tri-state area know, Yams.
Yams, yeah.
You know what I mean? Yams died from that. You know, you got people who always say shit from that. You had Wayne have seizures from that.
Yeah,
Lil Peep, you know what I mean?
Overdose
on drugs.
Like, so many artists.
Drugs really was taking us out right now. A lot of it was taking us out, don't get me wrong, and killing and stuff like that. But at the same time, like, is that an alarming rate? You know, is that an alarming rate that, you know, we're... like we have addictions to the things that we shouldn't. You know, I just feel like we need to start to take heed to this shit. You know what I mean? I remember at one point Wayne stopped doing lean. But then the nigga said, he came out, that recent song where he said, you know, like, whatever I was drinking or whatever I was doing, the only thing that made me more famous and made me more likable. So why wouldn't I get back? Like, bro, what kind of shit is you talking about, bro? Like, I get it.
That was an old interview.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Like, I get it, but at the same time, somebody take that shit and put that shit back out. And don't get me wrong, he signed off on that shit because he had to sign off on it because that's his likeness, that's his voice. So he technically had to be featured on the fucking song.
Baby signed off on it.
You know what I mean? Yes, but yeah, so you look at things from that standpoint, it's like, yo, look, man, like, we need to bring awareness to that, man. Like, we need to limit how many, you know, the drugs that we're using on a day-to-day basis. And at the end of the day, like, it's easier said than done. Because once you're addicted to those things, you're addicted. You know, and that's innocent and it's sad. You know, working in a pharmacy, you start to see, you know, just how addictive this shit is. Pharmacists are addictive. I was at a pharmacy one day and I noticed a pharmacist was in there, and I looked like I was working there, but she came up to me and said, "Yeah, you know what the drug tests are?" I said, "Wait, what?" She said, "Yeah, like drug tests for like maybe like opioids or something like that." I'm like, "Wait, what?" At that point, I already know she was using drugs. First of all, her eyes was wide the fuck open. I said she on a perk 30 or something. Because goddamn,
too late for you.
You wide the fuck open like that? You wide awoke like that, man? Like, that's over for you, sweetheart. Crazy. I seen her recently. She still had that white coat on though. So she must still be doing her thing. But you know what I mean? I'm happy that they are bringing awareness to it, and somebody who's been a leading, you know, a promoter in it. Come out and say something about it. I just wish Future would have came out and said something about it earlier. Too, because that nigga said he stopped using drugs years back, but he promoted shit his music in every song he chooses. Every song he put on, he talking about drugs.
So, which is, and that's the thing too. Like they say, Future is, but then people say, "Oh, Future don't do drugs." You know what I'm saying?
So he came out and said that he don't do drugs.
He don't do drugs. So it's like, yo, like what the, like what are we doing, bro? Like what are y'all doing? Like y'all are weirdos, bro. Like
I think when it comes down to it, it's really just it's money. It's really just greed. How do I keep the money flowing in? You know, the only way to do that is to keep the streets. How do I keep the streets to keep niggas intoxicated and give them the things that they do on a day-to-day basis, which is ride out, smoke, drink, and I'm gonna give you some shit that say, you know, Miley Percocet, Miley Percocet. Niggas in there like, yeah! Niggas in there picking them bitches up at.
Yeah, I remember I stumbled across, you know, two young men, and they were arguing about who get the highest.
That's fucking sick. That's sick. That's fucking sick.
Who gets the highest, bro?
Explain that, man.
I guess, man.
Niggas.
I guess, man.
I had 3. What? I took 2.5.
Word.
And a perk.
And a blunt. And I got this mouth that's about to boost my shit. It's like, what, bro? I gotta stop it.
It's sick. It's sick, man.
I gotta stop it.
It's the games that they play these days, man. Got to be more careful, man. Yeah, that's how I see it, though, man. Listen, man. In other news.
Young nigga have moon with the ball fade. Whole dreams turn down for the rap game. Want a chain that I got a nigga rap change. Fall off, I ain't really taking that plane. Nice rock, big house, nigga ball out. When I know who you is, you call out. Tap in with the goons, bring them on out. Knock dust off, nigga, watch you crawl out. Checks more cause the X better flex, girl. You get you next, girl. 808 Kim K, this is Red World. Oh shit, Jack's home with the S curl. Nigga with an attitude, need a doctor. With mobsters, eating lobsters. New 12, yellow tape with choppers. Little bloods, little crips, little rosters. Like a movie, gotta put that on a big screen. Ghost face gotta get clean. Red dots with a 40 and a big game. Shootouts in your head, that's a lit dream. Out of a dream. Go with the strippers, calling them off. Watching the clippers, bullets are sticking. Look at my blisters, feel like I'm told. You fuck with my sisters. We running through
Pause that. us, man. Tell us some. Hey.
Listen, man. Niggas start rearranging shit. Yo, niggas start rearranging shit in his crib.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
La Cosa Nostra season is upon us, man.
Yes, sir. Oh, my God. This is it, man. First of all,
Kiamo.
shut the fuck out. It's a Corner of the World Records. Look, man, we keep saying this shit.
Lord E&T.
Listen, man, we keep saying this shit. But I don't think y'all fucking hear us, man. Like, this shit. Shout out to these boys, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like.
Those kings, those men.
Yes, sir. Like. Can you drop it with me? Turn it over, man.
Young nigga half moon with the ball fade. Whole dreams turn down for the rap game. Want a chain that I got a nigga rap chain. Roll off right, taking that plane. Nice rock, big house, nigga ball out. When I know who this, you call out. Tap in with the groove, bring them all out. Knock dust off, nigga, watch me crawl out. Chest more cause the X better flex, girl. You get yours, you next, girl. 808 King K, this is West World. Oh shit, Jack's home with the S curl. Nigga with an attitude, need a doctor. With mobsters, eating lobsters. New swell, yellow cake with choppers. No the bloods, no the crips, no the rosters. Like a movie, gotta put that on the.
No the Bloods, no the Crips, no the rosters. You can't forget about the rosters.
Look like.
Can't forget about
Listen,
the
man.
rosters.
First of all, before I get into this, I want to shout out to them again for inviting us, and definitely my man Kiamo for inviting us to the listening party. That shit right there was dope.
Yeah.
That shit was fire, my guys. Like, that shit was fire. We was able to hear the album before the album came out, and there's nothing but fucking flames on this fucking album. Like, listen here, man. I keep, it's this pressure, man. It's pressure, man.
Mm-hmm.
This man, he's bubbling, man. He's bubbling. He's doing this shit with his team, too. Like, tremendous respect for him and his whole entire team.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, and I want to shout out to my man Will, too, because my man Will is the reason in how I, end up, I find out about Kiamo for sure. So shout out to my man Will too. He a part of the Corner World Records too. So shout out to him, man. I appreciate you guys, man.
Yeah, it was a good night out with the boys, man.
It's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't know what to expect.
Nah.
When we got there, we just thought we didn't know how many people was gonna be there. We didn't know anything. When Rob pulled in, we thinking we about to get set up. He's like,
shit was like never.
Yeah, so
I ain't seen no door. I just seen a lot.
I ain't seen shit. And I'm trying to think about that. Did I say anything recent about Commodore?
That shit's over, nigga.
I said anything bad about these niggas? So I'm looking at Rob. Rob still pulling in. I'm like, all right, cool. So you hop out. You get me, and we greeted with such great hospitality, man. I forget to do a name. Poe.
Man.
Poe comes downstairs. Greet us. Like I said, man.
Man made a phone call. Got man's escorted upstairs. Shout out to my man Q.
Exactly, man.
Shout out to Q.
Q came down, escorted us up the stairs, man. We actually bring our cameras and stuff like that. They said, yeah, of course. So when we get there, Kiamo is standing in the middle, right by the keyboard in his beautiful studio. You know what I'm saying? So we go in there. It's a pretty small room, and it was an intimate listening session.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So if somebody was there, you know what I'm saying? You had to be somebody to be in there. You get me? So
I know he also said that he wasn't able to get everybody and that he wanted to get get in there, but most of the people that was there, somebody. So we even, like you said, appreciate that. Because
yeah, even more. Yeah. So what they had, like, he had another artist there, Malc.
Shout out to Malc.
Good to meet Malc. Yeah, shout out to him. Yeah, he's a dope artist too. I think we opened up on him.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? So definitely dope. Moving the shit. We ran into Black. Buffett Joseph, you get me? Which is another dope ass artist, from South Sudan. From South Sudan, one of the newest countries, in the world. So, straight from Africa. So we ran into him. We had a great little talk. We might release, later on. Hopefully we have him up there, right?
That's a fact.
Hopefully,
definitely have some time to educate us on, about his world and and what it looks, how it feels and the things that's going on there, where he can educate us on, many different things that we don't know about that. You know, so I think that'd be a great listen, a great conversation to sit down with him on a podcast, have that conversation for sure.
Because like I always say, man, I think it's I think it's 197 or 198 countries in this world, and we only visit 10. You know what I'm saying? So like a country like South Sudan or Sudan, you know, like all of these countries we never go to, bro. Like Somalia, like we never go Somaliland, like we never go to these countries. And these are beautiful countries, man. That's open, you know, and with tourism. I know, like even places like Yemen and Iran and shit like that. That's tourism would actually help that country's economy. So instead of spending your money on going to
the basics,
like Dubai, stuff like that. Like that $1,000 or that $10,000 that you spend on Dubai could actually help these countries, economy and get them just help the people's living situation in general, because that's how people thrive.
That's a fact.
Based upon tourism, but my fault. I hate that when I get into
go ahead, man. Do your thing, man. Like I said, it was a great experience, man. To even sit in that room with so many great people.
What's the name of the clothing thing too? Angel.
Oh yeah, I gotta look it up for sure. Yeah. I don't want to misconstrue any names or anything like that. You know what I mean?
Malc had his manager there. Good dude. He was plugging in with him. Lord E&T was there. We're just plugging in with a lot of people, man. A lot of good people. Really good, man. Really dope atmosphere, man. Just to be around creative people, you can feel the energy. And I know, like Kanye, that was probably like one of the best.
Ghetto Angels, no sex.
Yeah, Ghetto Angels. Yeah. I mean, for me, that probably was like one of the best live things I've ever been to before. Like we've been to a Travis Scott concert, been to a Kanye concert, but when it's something that small or intimate, you can actually feel energy, bro.
That's a fact.
Like you inspired. You get inspired.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit made us feel good, and I know he put out a little snippet on his page and everything about how we inspired him and things like that, and it makes us feel good, because at the end of the day, like we're just regular people, my dude. Like we're just regular people. We are fans of music. We are fans of everything that we talk about. We are huge fans of the culture and things like that. We want to do our best, try to push it forward and continue to add to as opposed to take away from, because anybody can come up here and critique somebody, but not everybody can come up here and really be a genuine person about something. So at the end of the day, man, like you guys are doing something great, doing something that's like monumental and things that are like really unheard of at this point. The camaraderie between your team and everything like that. And I know it sounds like this complete talk about one people, but it's appreciation to people who we really see that are really moving and doing the things they need to do and helping people at the same time. So like that was like, it was great, like that was an amazing atmosphere, bro. I mean, I can't even explain it, like the level of welcome, the level of respect and the level of just this blatant dopeness that we experienced that night was next level. You know what I mean? So we greatly appreciate it. Hopefully we can visit some more listening parties and things like that. We greatly appreciate it.
Just to see people moving as a unit, bro. Like, he always spoke to us about, how he tried to operate his little team, like, 50 and June and things like that. But to get everybody, like you got managers, you got photographers, but everybody's pushing as one person, bro, towards greatness. You don't see that.
And he elevating everybody around him at the same time.
Exactly.
He taking, all his videos are done by, Quentin Films. Shout out to Quentin Video Films. So it's like to not only take yourself to that next level, but you're bringing everybody around you up there too. Because when you come in, you're like, oh shit, your video's dope. That's my man. You know what I mean? Yeah, this is dope. That's my man. Yo, your shirts are dope. That's my man's. You know what I mean? So it's like you're able to bring everybody onto this, and everybody eats at the table. As opposed to coming to the table and be like, all right, well, you got to figure out what you like to do. You got to figure out what you like to do. Well, it's like everybody grabs something. Exactly.
It's cool to take a back seat. Everybody don't have to be in front of the camera, bro. Like it's cool to take a back seat and push. You know what I'm saying? Because we all gonna eat. Like it's beautiful, bro. Like it's really amazing. Like I don't even know what else to say.
Look, man, that shit, it's definitely it's dope. It's dope, man.
Big screen, big one, go streets, gotta get clean. Red dot for the 40 and a big beam. Shoot out to your head, that's a lit dream. Down the dream, go with the strippers, high in the mall, punch the clippers, bullets are sticking, looking like blisters. Feel like I'm told you fuck on my sister. We riding through the east, taking rides up to the south, and you know that it's a problem. If I gotta bring them out, and they never.
Every song after song.
That shit. But listen, and I know we not there yet, But there's a track on this album that I can't wait to play. My nigga, like, and I think this is where I'm gonna open up a little bit on the podcast. But like, it's a song and it's dedicated to his daughter.
I had to run that like 3 times.
Run that bit full. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And it's like, it really hit home for me personally, you know, and it made me feel away. And that's probably one of my favorite tracks on the actual album currently. I think the whole album entirely is fire. But I think it's an underrated talent that certain people have. And that's the ability to arrange their tracks. That's a unwritten talent that you have to tell a story. You feel me? Like at one point I felt like we was gonna go into this place where I was gonna be sad. And I'm like really feeling, I'm into the song and I'm like, damn. They amp it up and it's like, oh, okay. Oh, we still here, and you go in, and then you end the album like, oh, I bet. You know, so it gives you different highs and lows. And like I said, it's really a story. You tell a story because at the top, you know, you want to start energized. Here we go.
Yeah,
you know,
the intro gotta be
it's like
hard.
Intro gotta bring you in. Gotta walk you into this album.
And he do that too.
And then you hit that climax where you like, we're on a high. And then the conclusion.
That shit made you climax.
You feel me?
That shit made him climax.
Oh, I ain't on that shit. That nigga is different. You feel? I'm gonna let that be. You feel? I'm gonna let that be.
That's I hit my climax.
So I see you hit that I said that climax, but I ain't say mine, nigga. You want some other shit. You want some sex shit. Some sex slayer shit. I don't know what you want. This shit.
That nigga said some slick say.
I don't know what kind of shit he got. The climax of the story, nigga. The peak of the story, nigga. And then the conclusion. It's 3 main focal points in the story. You know, the intro, the climax or the plot. You got your conclusion. That man hit on all fucking cylinders, man. I can't wait you niggas hear this album. This album is fire, my nigga. This man is delivering, he's consistent, and on top of that, he's getting better with every fucking tape he put out.
It's scary.
It was better with every tape he put out. You know what I mean? I done heard the mixtapes. And then we here to the Cosa Nostra. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can say he got that old school feel.
We was corrected too. It wasn't Spanish shit either.
That's a fact.
It was Italian. My fault, man. You know
what is Oma?
I forget what that's it, bro.
You know what I mean? You break it down. Like, I don't know too much Italian, brother. I barely know Spanish. I barely know English at this point, nigga.
I'm only English and then Ebonics, nigga. That's all I know.
E40, nigga.
That's all I know, brother.
You know what I mean? But yeah, man, that's how I feel, man. That shit is dope, man. Let's continue to push this shit. Like he's doing his fucking thing, man. Like Kiamo, turn this shit up. We gonna amp it up. Let's do That's it, man. Come on, you about to fucking set this house on fire, man. You see, I got the candles lit up, we got happiness going on to get this man. Hey, come on, bro. Can't be amping this shit like this, man. Look, man.
Turn this shit into some ghetto shit.
That's a fact. They come in this big jeans on this shit. Joel Santana hat on. Come on, bro. What the fuck going on? We got the locks and Dipset coming. Listen, it's gonna battle for ages, man.
And don't expect that up tempo type. He got everything on the album.
Everything.
Like you were saying, don't expect the up tempo.
Don't get it fucked up.
The track leading into this is gonna.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna ruin the surprise for nobody.
This shit like, you can't do that, man. Listen here, man. I want to mention one more time, man. The Locks and Dipset is doing a fucking versus. That's gonna get crazy. And I'm gonna come back and have a. We might have to do a live for that shit.
Hopefully nobody gets shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I know the Locks is like in different places in their life. They're doing juice bars and shit like that. You know, Jim Jones working out personal training shit like that for people now. You get what I'm saying? So, you know,
can't go Indio Hawk and them boys.
Indio Hawk and them. You get what I'm saying? Shouts out. You know what I'm saying? And I know Cameron's selling sex pills and shit like that, so it seems like they offer that. You get what I'm saying? It seems like they ain't on that no more.
These niggas into everything at this point. Man.
Pink pussy powers and shit like that. Pink pussy
I thought that was weed.
Nah, that nigga got some shit called pink pussy. It's like a liquid that niggas drink. It's supposed to improve your sex drive and all that shit like that.
Niggas out here with that, that Royal Honey been working for niggas.
Royal Honey?
Yeah, some shit that's in the hood, corner stores. Niggas love it.
Oh, nah, that shit
said
you had you hard for like 72 hours.
Nah, bro, I don't want no shit like that. Fucking bitch, dick work automatic, bitch, naturally, bitch.
Oh my god.
Bitch, I'm a natural aphrodisiac, bitch.
And away on his stomach, nigga, up like a kickstand, you know what I'm saying? Shit had you hard for 72 hours, bro. That's different.
That's a fact, man. But I mean, you got something else on the agenda, man?
I'm not too sure if I got anything. I mean, that song right there, that shit was just, bro.
Listen, man, that shit fire, bro.
Bro, that was different. That was different.
That's a great way. That's up tempo like a motherfucker, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Up tempo like a motherfucker. Like I said, that album is definitely, it's gonna take you on a ride for sure.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm gonna pause. Y'all niggas get down.
Yeah, I like the I guess this what is this we don't do sports up here. We don't got a sports section or nothing like that. But you know, I already know the Suns lost. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you don't just put that out there like that, brother. You gotta elaborate a little bit, man.
Yeah, the Suns lost. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't have lost. We should have took it. You know what I'm saying? There's no way in hell Giannis should have got a ring before Chris Paul. You get me? But Chris Paul was a victim of his own demise. You know what I'm saying? There's no way in hell Giannis should have got a ring before him, man. It's no way in hell Giannis should have got a ring before a lot of people in the league. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not a basketball fanatic, but you know, some people might disagree with me, but yeah, man, like Devin Booker played his heart out. You know, I don't know, man. I don't want to get.
I'm gonna start there, man. First off, I didn't watch the finals. I didn't watch not one game. I'm gonna be completely honest. I'm gonna come up here and be like, yeah, nigga, I watched it. I've seen everything that happened. I didn't see what happened. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Do I think Giannis deserved it? Yes. I think Giannis deserved it. I think that he do.
You see niggas he played. You got a nigga on your team named Drew Holiday. Spell with a J. Spell with a J. These niggas are garbage. You got PJ Tucker, that nigga into sneakers, you letting this nigga go. Like, come on, bro, these niggas are trash.
My thing is this, I agree, but I just feel like Giannis...
They got a nigga named Bobby Portis on their team. Like, come on, bro. How you let niggas beat you like that?
Right. But my thing
like, these are regular niggas off the streets. Like, they pull them out of donut shops and coffee shops and niggas, like, one of them niggas is like a chef or some shit like that, right? Niggas pull them, like, come on, bro.
Man, my thing is that, do I think he deserved it? Yes. I think that...
Everybody deserved it. They worked their whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody deserved it. Like,
I think that, like, from his views, he did it the right way. His views. End of the day, like, it happened. I thought the Suns would come back and win. I didn't think they would do it in 4, but I thought they would win. They were the more healthy team.
Disagree.
I felt like they were the more healthy team.
Giannis was lying about his injury too.
Maybe he didn't think they was gonna get out that series. That's probably why he did that. But at the same time, like, it happened. You know, do I think he deserved it? I think he do. Let's just see what happened next year. Let's see what Chris Paul do going forward.
Hey, listen, man, I got up on this podcast last time. Fuck all what he talking about, bro. Fuck all Chris Paul, this and that.
Yeah, I know. Fuck that Phoenix at this point. You know the niggas ain't going back.
Fuck Chris Paul. Phoenix, we here, baby. We there next week. Campaign starting too. You get what I'm saying? But listen, you know what I'm
next
saying?
week, season over.
But my boy Russ, man.
To the Lakers.
Russ to the Lakers, man. I got up on this podcast and said that last time. Russ is with the Lakers, man. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be his final destination until he retire. He playing home.
I think Russ is gonna retire early.
That's his final. He ain't gonna play no more teams. This is his last team.
I think Russ. Not that I think he don't have no more left in him.
Let
me not put that. I think he got a lot left, but I feel like Russ understand.
This nigga funny. How you say that LeBron got a lot left in him, and then Russ is younger than LeBron, right?
I agree. I just feel like he's gonna retire early. I don't think he's gonna have crazy 16, 17 years in.
Nah.
I just don't see it.
He'll be there for a minute. He just got to be on the right team. You can't. I mean, niggas that old can't be doing it by themselves.
I agree.
When you surround them by good people, they'll be there. They'll be there.
Superstars. I mean, end of the day, like, I feel like it's okay. let's speak on the trade exactly, right? So the trade happened. You got Russell Westbrook. They get rid of KCP. They get rid of Kyle Kuzma, Montravius Adams, and the 22 pick.
Kyle Kuzma, that nigga want to be a Kardashian so bad. Go send him, get him out of there. You got to get him out of there. They did him a favor, actually. They rescued him.
I know.
You seen the movie Get Out? They came and helped him.
I agree.
He should be thanking them.
I agree. And he is. He's very.
They had to get him up out of LA.
My only issue is
they had to get him out of LA.
I really, honestly, did not want KCP to go.
He hasn't been doing shit.
That nigga had a hell of a
last year.
No, this year.
No, last year.
He was showing up this year.
Last year.
He was showing up this year too. He showed up this year too.
He ain't doing enough.
Of course he did. He's a role player.
He ain't doing enough.
He's of course. I'm not saying he did, but he showed up, and I feel like he had a better three than most niggas on that team.
Montrezl Harrell, that's my surprise right there.
Who?
Montrezl
Why?
Harrell. Super energetic. He's really good coming off the bench.
Get him the fuck out of here. Waste of him being here. The fuck is he here for in the first place?
Super energetic.
Cut it the fuck out. They did exactly what they were supposed to do. The nigga took Montrezl off the Clippers. That was the idea. Taking off the Clippers. They ain't use the nigga. They ain't use him. He's not garbage. Yes, he's not garbage.
Yeah, he's nice.
I'm not saying he's garbage. Get him the fuck off the Lakers. He's great somewhere else. Yes. Get him the fuck off the Lakers. He was not beneficial with the Lakers. He was not. How I see it.
1 year.
Yes. Oh, what the fuck? Dwight Howard was there for 1 year.
Yeah, but what? He was productive with y'all for winning the championship.
My point exactly.
Yeah, but that's just the way. I mean,
it's coaching. Allegedly, it's coaching.
Yeah, but the man got you. Talking about you expecting? Nah, that's fine. Go ahead.
It is what it is, man. How I see it is that I think right now, with the roster that they have right now, they're not equipped to beat Brooklyn. AD is a decent 3-point shooter. LeBron
with the roster they got right now.
Okay, let me break this down because I wanted to say this because I feel like people are not speaking about this.
It all depends on where Melo go. I think Melo might go. Melo, and you once again you heard it first here. Hot takes out the ass, man. Melo is going. He might go to Brooklyn or he's going to LA. See the all.
I think he might go to LA.
Brooklyn or he's going to LA.
I have an itch that he's going to go to LA. I feel like it's an itch that he's going to go to LA. So my thing is this, right? The big three that's in Brooklyn right now is not a defensive big three.
Of course not.
It's not.
Not at all.
It's not. The big three in LA is a defensive big three.
Yeah, sure.
All three of them are getting your ass.
Yeah,
all three. AD will block the shit out you. Russ will annoy you. And LeBron has gotten better with his fucking defense.
Well, Russ is big. He's a lot bigger than a lot of point guards.
Right.
Too,
So with that three, it's interesting to see them go against that three, Brooklyn and the Lakers, because your three is going to defend your three. That's just that. Russ got Kyrie, LeBron got Harden, AD and KD. God damn, that'll be scary. Now the role players is going to be the factors. The role players is going to be the factors. So who can make that shot? That's the only thing. So it's gonna be an interesting battle. But right now, Brooklyn has better cast. Cause I think the only thing left over there is Marc Gasol and fucking Horton Tucker. Now Horton Tucker is nasty, but his three ball ain't pure. So I think if you can get a pure shooter over there to the Lakers, somebody, I'm not saying you need somebody with big bucks, but as long as somebody can make a three, that can be a little bit consistent with it, you'll be fine. So I feel like right now the Lakers are looking a little scary right now. It's gonna be scary going into next year.
What you mean, like?
Meaning, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting to see. I'm gonna put it like this. Interesting to see.
Scary is
It's gonna be interesting to see. I'm gonna put it like that. It's gonna be interesting to see how this mesh. I don't give a fuck about the chemistry thing that they talking about. Oh yeah, how the fuck they going? He didn't fit next to Harden. Nigga, we talking about Harden.
Yeah, but not.
Harden needs 73 shots a game.
But Harden wasn't the Harden that he was back then.
No, Harden ain't the Harden that he is this year. He was the same Harden when he was with Westbrook. He was look at the stats.
Bro. He wasn't the same thing.
Look at the average shots that he was taking.
Yeah, but he wasn't the same.
You got to think about it.
Bro,
Harden
he developed that little stutter, step back. Like he wasn't the same Harden.
Bro,
he's a different.
Let me explain this real quick. Right,
he's a different Harden.
Harden is a 3-point shooter. He's a bucket getter.
Okay,
that's what he does. He crazy when it comes to defense. No, he's not. He's a bucket getter. That's what he does. What is LeBron known for? Y'all niggas said he wasn't a scorer. He ain't clutch. Y'all niggas said he ain't this, he ain't that. So he not a scorer. So what was he always? He's a passer. He's a pass first nigga. Yeah, right?
So I don't know LeBron, but he ain't nothing.
He's a pass first. Well, I mean, according to his stats, that nigga number 1 in all categories. So he done pass niggas. He's what? Nigga like number 5 on the scoring list.
You said number 1.
I'm just saying he's number for like certain years.
Players.
Certain years.
Yeah.
Active players, of course. Yeah, fucking billionaire. First of all, shout out to LeBron. Billionaire. You feel me? Let's get back to this point. So that's my thing, right? So he's a shooter. LeBron dominates the ball because he needs to facilitate, right? Not because I gotta put up 80 points. No, he wants to facilitate. So if you have somebody like Russell can facilitate, that takes a lot off him. You know the fact that once he put that motherfucker in motion and LeBron sit down, nigga, the court is Westbrook's. Nigga, if you want to put up 80 today, enjoy. I'm gonna put up 15 and close this bitch out. I'm cool with that. Like, so the only thing that is in question for me is like really the 3-point shooting. That's the only thing for me. That's it. But they got 3 dominant people that can play defense. I'm cool with that. I'll line that bitch up and let it see. And I honestly think that in 7, Brooklyn might beat them.
They still adding more people to it. So, I mean,
they is.
They're not done. They're still early.
They definitely is.
So, you know.
I see what happens, man.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to speak on your boy? Are you trying to get away from that conversation?
Who? Elaborate, brother.
Aaron Rodgers?
We can talk about it.
Ain't much to talk about. He told you he came up there and he told you what it was.
Simple.
You got my Brady.
Basically. But even Brady ain't really Brady. Because he ain't have a lot to say so much why he got the fuck out of there.
What you mean?
I'm out of there. Well, that's why he left New England.
That was not because of that. He had a lot to say so. It wasn't because he ain't had no say so. He left out of New England because of money and other shit.
Yeah, motherfuckers not bringing people back. You get rid of motherfuckers that you shouldn't be getting rid of.
Yeah, but that's different though.
No, same thing. That's exactly what Aaron Rodgers came out and said.
Aaron Rodgers, so he's talking about plays. That nigga don't have a say so on no plays. You don't change my plays, nigga.
Aaron Rodgers' his argument was the fact that you niggas keep dumping motherfuckers off that I'm not even okay, nigga. You fucking up the way I'm throwing the ball.
Yeah, but you don't have control of the plays, nigga. That's what Aaron Rodgers' problem was.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.
Did you not watch the interview?
What was the play that they lost on?
Bro, the interview is simple.
What was the play that they lost on? I don't give a fuck.
That nigga said,
fuck the Heat. Because he don't keep it a buck.
He kept it a buck. Fuck you just. This nigga's transparent.
He's not transparent. That's that fake transparency shit. He ain't gonna keep it a buck. He don't come from that. He don't come from that cloth. That's why he don't come from that buck cloth. Aaron Rodgers. That nigga, bro. What was the play that they lost on?
I'm confused.
What you mean you confused?
I'm confused. Because did you first let me ask you a question. First off.
What was the play that
I'm gonna ask you a question.
What was the series of plays that he lost on? I'm asking you. What was the series of plays that he lost on? Y'all said, field goal. Yeah, but y'all said that ball should have been in Aaron Rodgers' hand. 100%. He don't have no say so. It's no doubt in my mind that if that was Brady, they putting the ball in Brady's hand.
No.
Yes, they are.
Let me break it down real quick.
Nigga, they putting the ball in Brady's hands. He's gonna go out there.
Let me break it down. Let me break this shit down.
He has not.
Because there was a play.
These sports niggas don't be a buck.
There was a
buck, you wouldn't be there.
There was a play.
Let's be honest.
There was a play where my mans came out and said, "Yo, field goal." Now, that nigga Brady walked to the sideline and said, "No, I'm going for it." That's a fact. How many? You can pull up a fucking clip.
Pull it up.
In Foxborough, him doing that shit. Nigga, this is what he does. The difference is Aaron Rodgers said, "Okay, cool, I'm out."
You said Brady did what?
Nigga, no, we not come up the field. We stand on the field.
That's a fact, nigga. That's a leader.
That means he didn't have fucking say so. He went and grabbed it and got it.
No, he had say so. I wish Aaron Rodgers was like, "No, we staying out here. Time out, nigga. You don't tell me what to do. Go sit your ass on that fucking bench over there."
You believe that?
Absolutely.
A second-year quarterback?
Huh?
A second-year quarterback? A team that don't have an owner? You sure about that? You sure about that? I mean, second-year coach? You sure about that?
Yes, nigga.
You sure about that?
Yes.
You don't have a fucking owner to say something about nothing. So time out. So pause. You telling me? But
his
listen,
issue was with the GM. His issue was with the GM, wasn't it? His issue was with that GM. Yes, nigga, the GM. What you think the GM telling the coach? Let's be real.
You think a fucking GM is in a moment on your conference run telling you to tell? You bugging the fuck out.
I'm not saying that.
You bugging the fuck out. Let me get it to you real quick.
Let me correct that right quick. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's been talked before. This game is not. You don't have no say so. You ain't had no say so during the beginning of the year. You're not gonna have none at the end of the year when the season is on the line. You don't have say so. And I'm sure that was what's the name. That was talked about. Because guess what? When you got a second year coach, you need an assessment. You need an assessment from a GM. I can tell you about this man. It's like when you go to a different store, right? You need one of the DMs or somebody to assess the people that you got. Listen, that nigga ain't good. You gotta stay away from him more. Listen, I'm sure that was talks. I wish Aaron Rodgers would have said no, field goal. Time out. You sit your ass in the field. Don't ever talk back to me, nigga. You sit your ass over there in the what's the name?
Break this down.
The field goal.
So let's just break this down real quick. Right? Did you watch the whole interview?
I didn't.
Okay.
It's bullshit. I guess I see bullshit.
That's fine.
No, I hear bullshit 24/7. I'm out sitting there letting it know. I hear bullshit from white men.
That's fine. It's fine.
I hear bullshit from white men.
Break this shit down.
I'm not about to sit here and listen to another nigga when I got the option to. Come on, I'm not doing that.
Let me explain this.
I'm not sitting here and listening to white niggas.
Aaron Rodgers' issue
Fuck out of
is I need to be in the room.
You're not getting that. Next.
Issue is I need to be in the room.
You're not getting that. Next.
I'm the reason why people want to come and play here. If they come and fucking play here. They want to come play with me.
Of course.
They want to come play with me.
Yes.
So fuck what you talking about.
Yes, I agree with that.
Fuck what you talking about.
No,
y'all not about to fire me. Fuck what you talking about. I just came off a fucking MVP season. Fuck is you talking about? I am the most productive quarterback. Productive. Achieving, didn't say it. Productive.
He's not the most productive quarterback.
He has the top receiver in the league.
Yeah, that's because of the talent of the receiver. That's not because.
What the fuck is you talking about, bro?
Yeah, you a bug. What's his name would be doing quadruple the numbers he's doing now if he was a Brady?
What the fuck is Odell Beckham doing right now?
Odell Beckham.
I'll wait.
He injured.
I'll wait. I'm talking about when the nigga wasn't injured. What was he doing?
Look who the quarterback he got.
Now you're talking about the quarterback. You're talking about a productive quarterback. What was what?
No, because you.
No, it goes hand in hand,
Not
bro.
true.
I just break, bro.
They didn't have a line.
Have you ever played
organized football? No.
I played organized football. Let's break it down real quick. Right?
But you ain't give a fuck.
Let me break it down. I didn't give a fuck at all. Fuck you. Period. I don't care. Let's break this shit down, right? Let me break how this shit works, right? In organized football, it's a lot of things that's in play, right? A lot of things that's in play, right? A lot of things, right? So when you have trust in your quarterback, right? You will line your team up, right? You'll go up there, right? I will call it Xerox. Xerox mean there's no fucking play. We're gonna line up and see what the defense give us. And we're gonna audible based on that. Now, if you have a great quarterback who knows what the fuck to do, you don't call a play, you allow them to call a play. You go up there, Xerox. Blue 19, say go. Nobody moves until the defense bite. When the defense bite, whatever quarterback calls, he can call. Unless you don't trust your quarterback.
No wonder
if you don't trust your quarterback, then the coach makes that call. Now the coach will say, okay, cool, we'll do this and the third. We're gonna do a 34. Run 34. Cool, you do that. You're talking about a productive fucking quarterback. You're talking about Aaron Rodgers, right?
You had a losing season.
Who?
I used to be losers.
Who? Talking about in high school?
Yeah.
Nigga, our conference, we was in Super Essex. Super Essex
conference. About that.
We needed 3 wins. We played Pope John. Sorry.
I'm trying to hear that.
We played Pope John. We played West Orange. We played Montclair. We played Seton Hall Prep. All these motherfucking scout players. We are a public school. We had to play them.
The white boys better than y'all?
White boys better than us? No.
Yeah, they was.
Beating the shit out of us, though. Say that much. Beating the shit out of us. So. Did y'all niggas win anything? Where your rings at? You ain't got one. That's why.
We beat up with a lot of white boys.
Y'all beat up with a lot of white boys. Y'all ain't winning shit. That shit don't mean nothing. That shit don't mean nothing. At the end of the day, when it comes to organized football, there's many things that come into play. And you're talking about Aaron Rodgers, who's arguably one of the best quarterbacks that ever did it. So at the same time, you may think that it's simple as, okay, cool, you sit the fuck down and that's it. It's not as simple as that. His argument was he wanted to be, hey, when I have a seat at the table. His argument was that you let all these fucking players go and you didn't do anything. Michael Hyde was one of my top safeties. Was one of my top corners. He played safety also. He was a fucking beast. He's a fucking beast. Guess what nigga at right now balling the fuck out? The Bills. One of their top defensive players.
Let me stop right there.
Say what?
We talk about white privilege and
you don't know shit about boxing.
We talk about white privilege in every single thing. We talking about a white man that say he want a seat at the table. You're a player. You're not a GM. You're not anybody. You're not in the front office. You're a fucking player. And he's somebody he wants a seat at the table. That's white privilege. That's white privilege.
I get you.
When Cam Newton was productive in Carolina, you think he can go ask for what's his name? Fuck no. Fuck no. The gall of you. You think Brady was having a seat at the what's his name? Fuck no. The gall of this white man. Like I told you before. The gall of him.
Did this nigga just say didn't Brady just get Gronk?
You said what?
Didn't Brady get Leonard Fournette? Didn't Brady just get 7 other fucking receivers that he wanted? Are you shitting me?
Hold on.
Are you shitting me?
No, that's
Are you shitting me?
That's great. What's the name? That's great.
Fuck all that. It's white privilege. I don't know if I'm gonna say it's privilege and then you're gonna say it's not.
For this man to say,
I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that.
This man
you are literally dismissing the fact. We're not doing that.
This man said he had a seat at the table. You think Russell Westbrook got a fucking seat at the table? He was the best thing that ever happened in Seattle? No. Who the fuck are you to say you need to sit at the table? Like, I keep telling you about this nigga. He don't give a fuck about nobody but his money and his State Farm commercials. I keep telling you it's all about him. How the fuck you go out and lose and then you want a new commercial after you lose? It's all about him, bro. It's all about him. It's all about him. He don't give a fuck about nothing else. All about you telling these black players to take a pay cut to come back? We just talked about this shit.
I did.
You telling black niggas to take a pay cut just so you can take all the money in the back end.
He didn't.
Stop it.
He didn't.
Stop it.
The niggas threw a bag at him. He didn't take it. What the fuck are you? What are we talking about? Let's factually. Let's be factual. Let's be factual. They came to him for a contract. They threw the bag at him. Yo, 3 to 5 years. I don't know the exact 3 to 5 years.
I'm sure it wasn't.
That motherfucking contract would have made Aaron Rodgers the highest paid quarterback in the league.
I disagree.
You can disagree all you want. This is facts. This is facts. Go on Bleacher Report. Go on whatever the case. Go on whatever you have to be. Go whatever you want to go and look at it.
Bro, listen.
The nigga denied the contract. He denied the contract. The nigga said, my issue ain't fucking money. My issue is fairness and how you treating fucking players here, bro. You niggas are dropping people that's literally single-handedly fucking up my production here. Jordy Nelson just had a fucking great season. You let him go the next year.
Yeah, by himself.
Jake Kumaro was a iron star. You drop him in that fucking. He was still on the fucking rookie contract. You didn't need to fucking resign. You fucking trade him. Cool. You talking about Charles Woodson, who was on a decline. Yes, but he was a solid fucking cornerback for the fuck. Not for the cornerback. He was a cornerback, but then he shifted to safety. He was a solid fucking player. You got fucking rid of him and he still was solid. Julius Peppers, he was a fucking great defensive lineman. You got rid of him, you brought him back at the end of his career, but you got rid of him fucking again. He was solid for us. That's the issue is that I personally...
Julius Peppers made a name with himself at Carolina.
I get you.
I
get you. But you drop him and knowing damn well he still had years on him. What the fuck is you talking about? So it's like all this shit. I'm talking about, nigga, when it's time to make a decision based upon who the fuck we got and who we can produce with, don't fucking just drop somebody without telling me. Or tell me what's going on. Like, bro, how do you feel about this? Word? You like him? Alright, we feel this way about it. How do you feel about that? Okay, cool. Alright, we still gonna move forward with it. Alright, cool. At least you had to sit and tell you we said something to you. Whatever. Now the thing is the issue is that alright, we give you a seat at the table. You wanted Randall Cobb back here. We bring Randall Cobb back here. Now you're gonna live and die with this shit. If you do nothing, it's because we brought Randall Cobb back.
You said we should. You think they should go to him and ask him what he think of this?
Why not?
Why?
It's a business end of the day. It's a business end of the day.
Why should they go to him and ask him about something?
Because you want me to go out here and win a fucking championship and throw into a bag of Lay's potato chips and some Doritos. What kind of shit are we talking about?
Which he's not. But
What the fuck is we talking about, bro?
But I'm asking you.
This nigga had Devontae Adams and a whole bunch of fucking rookies.
Yeah, Devontae Adams.
And a whole bunch of...
Devontae Adams.
Ain't nobody winning with one fucking receiver. Ain't nobody winning with one fucking receiver.
Brady did.
When?
I mean, we got all the way to there.
When?
With Moss.
Did you win it?
Yeah.
So you had Moss and that's it. You had nothing else.
That's it.
You ain't have Gronkowski. You didn't have that, right?
Listen.
You didn't have that, right?
Well, listen.
But you didn't have... I'm gonna ask you a question. Did you have that or not?
Well, listen.
Did you have that or not? Did you have a running back that year?
No.
You're lying. You're lying. So let me break this shit down real quick. Not saying that... Understand this. The pieces were broken. You right? You dismembered the whole entire wide receiver core, right? You left with Wendell Cobb. You got Jordy Nelson. You get rid of Jordy Nelson. You get rid of Randall Cobb.
My point is, I'm not even arguing that. I'm arguing why you think this man should have the privilege enough for them to come to him and ask him. This is a fucking organization you going to. You think the company you work for, you think they coming to you to ask you who you think you should be hired in the store? Do you think, like, come on, it's different, bro. You work for somebody, my nigga. This is not your shit.
No cap. Niggas ask me that. That's the issue. Because the realization, if you're looked at as a valuable asset in this company,
should I fire this girl? This girl has been this and this. She ain't not productive, anything like that. Should I fire her?
That's not the case.
But I'm asking you.
But that's not the case.
Should I fire her?
That's not the case. You got.
Should I get rid of this?
You have to speak.
Should I get rid of this pharmacist?
You got to speak in context. You got to speak in context, right? Michael Hyde. Speak in context. He was producing. He was fucking producing.
Mm-hmm.
You drop him.
Yeah, but the thing is, producing.
No, fuck all that. No, fuck all that.
Because it's subjective, though.
Fuck all that.
It's subjective.
Fuck all that.
At the end of the year,
fuck all that.
Listen, it's a foul for any team if you don't win it all. You doing this shit, you investing all this money to win it all.
My question is this.
Perfect example.
So,
Anthony,
when Brady did not win those years, Brady is liable to go.
Perfect example. The Yankees went out to get Joey Votto. I'm sorry, not Joey Votto. They went out to get
that is a fucking individual sport in a team sport environment.
It's not, bro.
Nigga, he gotta go out there and hit a fucking ball. And his man gotta run. What the fuck is we talking about?
They went out to get...
Nigga, he's lining up to hit a ball.
I'm explaining something to you right quick.
But he's hitting a ball. We know we're speaking... Fuck you talking. That is an individual team sport. Fuck is you talking about? Anybody blocking for him?
It's not. But listen.
It's bullshit.
But listen.
That's bullshit.
The Yankees
can't speak on that.
And I hate the Yankees. But the Yankees went out to get Joey... They went out to get Joey Gallo. And they went out to get Anthony Rizzo. They had 3 games. I mean, they had a third team in the AL East. Third team in the AL East. They went out to get all these people because they trying to make a run. We invest for today. We invest for this year, nigga. We not this not the sports that we into now. It's not the different. It's not different like how it was. I mean, it's not the same as how it was before. Where you invest and you work your farm system and do everything like it's not, we win now. We make all these changes to win now.
Let me ask you a question.
And they're not winning.
Let me ask you a question.
So they're not winning.
Let me ask you a question though. Wait, no, hell no. Because we're not gonna skip past that.
No,
you're talking about niggas investing for.
Okay.
You're talking about niggas investing for. Wait.
Hold on, I get you.
No, hell no. We're not talking about investing for right now. NBA, NFL, and MLB. Who the fuck got more money? Fenway or the Mercedes-Benz Stadium? I'll wait. Nigga, Fenway alone got more money than the whole NFL. Fuck is you talking about? I'm out of here, man. Are you fucking kidding me?
Listen.
Bruh, what is the biggest contract you ever heard of in MLB? The biggest contract?
Mike Trout.
How much?
I think it was about 500 something.
500 something what?
Mil.
Okay. What's the highest paid quarterback you ever heard?
500 something.
Who?
Or 500 flat.
Who?
You don't know? Nigga for the Chiefs. He got 500.
He got 500 mil?
Yes.
Who?
It's not all guaranteed. That's the difference. You talking about guaranteed money. It's different. Look it up. He got 500. Yes. Look it up. He got 500. It's not all guaranteed. To think about baseball and football. Shit, it'd be guaranteed. That's the only way to differentiate. You know what I'm saying? But he got a half a B. You talking about they was going to make Aaron Rodgers? Nobody in their right mind is giving Aaron Rodgers A nigga who got 2 years left at half a beat. You out of your fucking mind, my nigga. You a bug.
Patrick Mahomes is making $45 million a year.
His contract is for like 15 years or some shit like that, right? Go to
15 years.
Yeah, go to
overspent.
Nah, go to his what's name? Nah.
Them niggas MLB it'll be 3 years, 82 mil.
Nah, what's the name? Go to his what's name? Look it up. His contract. He gotta be. He gotta be.
Patrick Mahomes?
Yes. He gotta be. You know what I'm saying? Like it's you see it, right?
You said 500?
That's 500.
Let's knock it down. Try again.
We're not talking about guaranteed money, bro. He ain't got 500.
10 years, he will make 503 mil.
Yeah, 500.
In 5 years.
That's what I'm saying.
Per year, he's making 50 mil.
But I'm sure it's going to gradually increase.
50 mil.
Okay.
He didn't get a 500 mil bag.
That's a 500 mil bag.
He got a 50 bag.
No, he did not, bro.
MLB dropped the bag here.
Son, the
niggas driving in Fenway with a spaceship. Derek Jeter was out the league for like 13 years and still was getting paid by the Yankees.
He got 50 mil.
This nigga, he got
50 mil.
7 years.
50 mil.
10 years. 10 years.
10 years. Yeah.
10 years.
So 10 times
10
50
years.
is 500. Yeah, you have to be.
He will earn in 10 years 500 mil.
His contract that's his contract.
His contract says he's gonna get paid this amount
for 10 years.
For 10. Per year is gonna be this.
Yes, his contract is 500.
His contract is not guaranteed based on they can trade.
That's what I'm saying. His contract.
They can trade.
I don't know what's in his clause, but that's what I'm saying. It's guaranteed money. That's the only thing that can differentiate. But his contract is at 500 mil.
That shit ain't getting that. I'll wait.
But he got the biggest contract. And Mike Trout, go to Mike Trout. Mike Trout got the biggest contract in sports.
How many years?
Like I forget how many years it is. But Mike Trout. So it's Mike Trout, and you got Mookie Betts, and I think it's
money is different. Money is different out here.
Of course, but
money is different out here. These niggas' bags are different. You know, pay is completely different.
If you want to
pay is completely different.
I know, but if you want to get into it for sports that's dominated by, all right, so let's get into it. A sport that's dominated, by immigrants. A sport that's dominated by a colored person, right? For lack of better terms, for a sport that's dominated by a minority, right? And they play they play over 162 games a year. You get me? That's underpaid. That's underpaid. I don't give a fuck what you're talking about. That's underpaid.
That's cool.
They should be getting paid way more than that. They should be getting paid way more than that. We talking about niggas playing for half a year. You know what I'm saying? These niggas are playing sports for a half a fucking year.
I get you.
They deserve way more than that. They being underpaid if you want to have a conversation about it.
It's not the conversation is specifically. You can't compare apples and oranges. Simply got to compare apples.
These niggas in football, they play what? 16? They play 16 games. 16 games. It's been 102 games.
It's a contact sport.
I don't give a fuck what it is. Nigga, baseball is a contact sport. Baseball is a contact sport, bro. You kidding me? They got collisions in the outfield. They got collisions at home plate. They got collisions.
Nigga, we clash in every play. Fuck is you talking about, nigga?
The thing is,
we clash in every play. What you talking, nigga? We got concussions, bro. We clash every day, nigga. We hitting,
bro.
Fuck you talking about these niggas? You got niggas like Ray Lewis waiting to tear your ass up, nigga. Fuck is you talking about? These are marksmen. Like these niggas are trained assassins.
They got caught a soft sport now. That shit is like basketball.
Call soft when you what nigga still hitting?
That shit like that.
Fuck you talking? Niggas, you still you gotta run through that hole. Fuck you talking about?
The thing is, you see how you try to take a conversation away from Aaron Rodgers.
I'm not trying to say nothing about no.
Aaron Rodgers, it's white privilege at the end of the day.
Call it what you want.
It's white privilege.
Well, niggas, that shit
who the fuck are you?
Nigga, Tony Romo was fucking the owner's daughter.
You think he was cool with that?
Yes, the nigga was on every. Hey.
Nah, he
bro, come on, man.
He ain't cool with that.
Like I said, man, end of the day, I think Aaron Rodgers is a fucking diva, but he's a fucking great quarterback. He's a fucking great quarterback.
It is. A white man say that you need to sit down. It's like, yo, you're not even the most decorated quarterback in this shit. Who the fuck are you to say you need to have? You're not even the most decorated quarterback in this shit, nigga.
For the Packers, he is.
I'm talking about in this shit.
We're talking about the Packers. We ain't talking.
Bro, I don't give a. Y'all don't have.
He's not asking for the fucking. He's not asking for a niggas. Oh, I draft. When you talk about draft,
y'all don't have that many winning seasons for him to even feel like that. Y'all don't have that many championships for him to feel like that. You ain't nobody in this shit, nigga. This ain't chores. You're not running shit. You don't have the biggest contract in the game. Like that's not true.
It's a team sport.
Bro, you're not, like I said, you're not running shit. You don't have the biggest
sport.
Like I said, you're not running shit. You don't have the biggest contract. You're not the most.
How the fuck am I run shit when I'm throwing it to nobody?
That's what I'm saying.
What the fuck are we talking? See, the difference is you can't put that on there.
Mahomes participated in the Black Lives Matter rally.
What the fuck that got to do with anything?
What you mean?
What the fuck do that got to do with anything?
Because you know how the NFL feel about players expressing themselves.
Okay, go ahead, carry on.
You know how they feel about players expressing themselves, right? When it comes down to social issues. We had a player that knelt, that was kneeling, and that's blackballed from the game. So you know how they feel about that. When Patrick Mahomes did it, the NFL was cool with that. They went out and did campaigns and shit like that. Equality. You hear about this shit going on equality because the NFL had to quickly react to their poster boy. This is their poster child. They got to quickly react. Mahomes is running shit in the NFL. Nobody else running shit in the NFL. He got the biggest contract in what's name, bro. He got baseball money.
You believe.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You believe.
They had to acquiesce to him.
You believe.
Not no fucking
You.
What the fuck are you talking about?
You believe.
You got the biggest contract.
No. But wait. You sound so easily manipulated. You don't think this is a part of a fucking plan when Kaepernick already got blackballed out the fucking league? So you're trying to tell me, that you believe that his PR didn't tell him to go out there. You believe to tell me the post out of NFL didn't come and highlight, yo, bro, we're not doing that. Understand, if they want you the fuck out of there, they're gonna get you the fuck out of there. That was okay. That was okay. That was okay. That was okay. You bugging the fuck out. You think you just put, they're gonna fix everything. You bugging the fuck out. You bugging the fuck out.
It's called acquiesce.
You bugging the fuck out.
It's called
something already happened.
No.
Something Kaepernick happened. Once Kaepernick happened, people started to adjust. That's why they only got Jay-Z and all these motherfuckers. They started to adjust. So when what's the name came out there, they said, "No, what? It's fine. It's okay. Let's figure this shit out." But do you not think that his agent and his PR and all these motherfuckers was on a horn with NFL having a conversation before that shit happened? When he came and told his manager and them that he was going to do that, you don't think this shit happened behind the scenes? So that's what you did. See, that's when you get things fucked up. That's when you get things fucked up because you got to realize that at the end of the day that this is a business, and this is a company, right? This is a company. So if anything that reflect badly on my company, you're gonna have a conversation with somebody before. Now, did he probably call NFL? No, but his agent did. So you ain't not gonna sit and tell me that they're gonna just pop up. Oh yeah, that's fine. No, it's not how it works. It's not how it works.
That's exactly
it's not how it works.
He's the future of the NFL. He's the future of the NFL. He's the one that's moving shit in the NFL. That's why he got the biggest contract. That's why he got one of the biggest contracts in sports. He's the one that's moving the needle on what's going on. When he started doing that shit like that, you think he asked the NFL to go participate in the marches?
Niggas been doing that.
Who been doing that?
Niggas been doing that.
Who? He was in the front line.
That's big. The nigga that was with Kaepernick, he was doing that.
Oh yeah, he had a hell of a. He's going through a hell of a what's name right now.
He's doing that.
I know.
So go ahead.
But he's having a hell of a time.
There's a bunch of people who's.
I know, but he's having a hell of a time.
The difference is motherfuckers wasn't. I don't need to take a picture and show motherfuckers. I don't need PR stunts where I'm taking pictures and I'm showing niggas that I'm here. I don't need PR stunts.
He's in the front line. He's in the front line.
Nigga, Russell Westbrook and all motherfuckers was out there. Niggas they have to take a picture of me and do this. Fuck you talking? What are we talking? I'm being honest though. I'm being honest. I'm not assuming. That's just a fact.
Listen.
That's a fact. My thing is this: that nigga ain't moving no needle on shit. Brady is, nigga.
No, he's not. He's more valuable to the NFL than Brady is.
Why?
He's more valuable to the NFL than Brady is.
Okay.
More longevity. What he can do? He.
How long has he been in the league?
Like 4 years. 4 years. Yeah. He's more 4 years and he already got a bag like that. Brady ain't never get no bag like that from the NFL.
You know why? Niggas ain't be for wasting money. Niggas ain't be for wasting money.
He's producing. Yeah. You know what they got? Mm-hmm. He's producing.
Why he's producing?
What you mean why he's producing?
Why is he producing? Got two of the top fucking players in the league.
Who?
Travis Kelce. Tyreek Hill. Two of the top producing fucking
Tyreek Hill. Yeah, that's the funny thing about this. Tyreek Hill existed before what's his name, right? That nigga was just
who did he play with?
I think he played with them still. That nigga was a punt returner. He was a special terms nigga.
They pretty much came in.
But he was
near
He was a special teams nigga. He said he couldn't run routes. He couldn't do anything. He was a special teams person.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
So at this point, are you speaking down on him? Is he not top receiver?
He's not a top receiver in the league. No, he's not.
He's not one of the top receivers.
Fuck no, he's not.
He can't blow the top off it. He's not.
Oh, what? He blow the top off?
Travis Kelce is not the top tight end.
Absolutely, I don't believe that.
You don't. Wow.
No, he's not one of the tight ends. He's not.
Oh man,
he's not.
You lost.
I'm not.
You lost. Hey Ray.
Listen. Nah, he's not. Top him in the league. He's not.
Ray.
He's not. What's his name move the needle over there?
Who?
He moves the needle in the NFL.
Ray.
They come. They of course they gonna come at that nigga. Like, come on, bro. Like, stop it.
Get your man. There's more to the shit than you think. There's more things going on than you think.
They had to it's called acquiesce. They had to acquiesce to what he was doing. They had to scramble. They had to scramble for shit once he was out there.
They had the script.
Oh shit, he out there with them? Oh no, we got let's put together this campaign right quick. Come on, bro. That's how it was.
A smear campaign, brother. Understand this. They know how to wipe shit away. They know how to wipe away shit that they did to now support a black man. They know what the fuck they doing, man. Look, man. I appreciate y'all staying, man. Listen to this bullshit. This rhetoric this man is spewing. As we know, he's very knowledgeable of MLB. He don't know shit about NFL.
Crazy.
Listen here, man. Ray, get your man, man.
I know Aaron Rodgers ain't that. I know he ain't the man in the NFL. I know he ain't the top paid in the NFL.
Not.
I know he ain't the most decorated in the NFL.
You're not.
So why the fuck is he talking then? He ain't the best nigga to wear number 12 in the NFL.
You're not.
So why is he talking?
He's the best thing that happened to the Packers.
Why is he talking like though? He's not.
The best thing that
Brett
happened to the
Favre,
Packers.
I can argue that. Brett Favre is.
Wow, why?
What do you mean?
Explain that to me. Explain that to me.
Why is Brett Favre the best thing that happened to the Packers?
How many championships did he win?
He won.
All right, cool. How many championships did Aaron Rodgers win?
Like 2.
One.
He
All right,
won?
Yes, let's move on, right? So they both won 2 championships, right?
That's even bro. Why are you talking like nigga? You got 1 fluke championship. Why the fuck are you talking like you the man?
Nah, they got busy.
Why are you talking?
They got busy.
Yo, why is you talking like you the man?
They let them terrible towers the fuck up, and it was a pick that saved the game.
Why are you talking like you the man? If it's a pick that saved the game, he wasn't getting busy. Why are you talking like you the man? The fuck is wrong with him, bro?
He is the man in that room.
You don't come in into my...
He's the man in that room.
Coming into my... You put his dick on the table like, yeah, we need to do it. No, nigga, who the fuck are you? That's why you're speaking from his home. He knew better than speak from some shit like that. So that nigga spoke from his fucking house, nigga.
Yeah,
don't tell him that shit. You're not being on that campus ever speaking about no shit like that. Go sit your fucking ass at home, mad, and you speak to the cameras, nigga.
Listen, man.
On that campus talking that shit.
Listen, man, I appreciate y'all coming, man. Stopping by. Listen to this nigga angry.
Fuck is wrong with that nigga, boy?
We appreciate y'all, man, for staying. Listen to this rhetoric that this man is spewing. This nigga hate Aaron Rodgers, but it's all good. Nothing but love, man. Look, man, I gotta pick up Mace, man. You know, nothing but love, man. Until next time, AOD, can I get a thank you, my guy?